Yo ho ho, AFC's Roundtable. Welcome to another edition of the AFC's Roundtable. That's for damn sure. What is going on, everybody? We have a great show for you today. We have to talk about Dalvin Cook going to the Jets. We have to talk about a couple of joint practices that have been happening. As you can see, Richie is currently in a hotel room with his friend Jack. And then with TD Finstock, he is in Houston in a hotel room as of right now. He claims he's sick. It was probably due to Tua's performance today. However, we have a lot to cover, and it's a great thing. Boys, what's going on? What's going on? Richie, starting off with you.
What is good? AFC East Roundtable, always a pleasure. We're live from 5 minutes down the street from One Jets Drive. New York Jets training camp was at Jets Buccaneers practice this morning. It was beautiful to see. We'll get into it later in the stream, and it's great to just be here with you boys as usual. So let's get it going. Smash that like button, by the way, if you didn't do that. Come on now.
Oh, yeah,
Go.
please.
Let's get it.
Please. Yo, TD, what's up, man? I'm sorry to feel you're not feeling well. What up?
I ain't feeling great, but then you're a Tua hater. You're going to destroy y'all this year like you did last year.
For TD's last tweet.
And his practice today was just fine. He just threw 2 picks like every quarterback does, okay? So at the end of the day, y'all stop worrying about what happened in our house. Because I got something for all of y'all today. I've been checking in on y'all teams. Don't act like the grass is greener on the other side. But we'll get into it.
TD, where is this coming from? Who is talking crap on your Dolphin?
Yeah, he's talking crap about the Dolphins, man.
Man, Dan, he out here making videos and all kind of stuff, talking trash. But don't worry.
Dan, I missed it. I got to be filled in. Dan, what videos are you making?
Well, you can go ahead and pull up a couple of them here. As a matter of fact, here, guys. Shameless plug.
Well, I got to be tuned in.
Shameless plug.
Tyson, have you seen these videos?
TikTok here. Hold on. Shameless plug of my
Dan?
TikTok.
Apparently, Dan's roasting
my
TD.
TikTok right here. Let's go ahead and put that up. There you go.
I'm so sorry, Dolphins fans, but Tua is absolutely trash. He's absolutely trash. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Still, right to this day, I'm surprised that people still believe in this guy. I mean, honestly, my buddy TD Finstock is at camp right now in Houston, and he was mentioning how there's been so many times where Tua just locks onto one guy and he rolls the dice, regardless of what the defense is doing. I've been telling you guys this for years.
You're a hater, bro.
Past his first read. Seriously, you don't even need to be an expert in watching film. You don't need to know a thing about X's and O's. Tua cannot get past his first read. He has been benefiting from having Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, one of the two being his first read, and just due to their speed alone, he succeeds sometimes. But seriously, watch these highlights. Watch these highlights from this guy. How many times does he turn his head? 0. He can't get past his first read. And so I always hear Dolphins fans saying, oh, man, if he stays healthy, watch out. Or if he were to stay healthy, watch out. It's not the case at all. All right? He's so bad. He is so bad. And the craziest thing about it is that, like, your organization didn't even think about addressing your offensive line if keeping him healthy was so important. He is so bad. Seriously, your best option is just to tank for Caleb Williams. Just make sure to like and follow for more daily.
Yeah, it was that one.
You're a hater.
Beautiful. Yo, but honestly, TD, what's
So
wrong?
bad, then why did he beat y'all last year? He beat Josh Allen.
Here we go again.
Yeah, my friend. And Josh Allen put up like 400 yards, dude. What did he put
And
up?
lost.
30?
And lost.
And so dude got an A in the group project without doing shit.
Oh, my gosh.
But anyway, what happened, man? So did you?
Dan, that video, damn, bro. You're ruthless. Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude. For some
That was
reason,
crazy.
I started drinking some Haterade on like the Dolphins and Tua for some reason. I don't know why. I just woke up.
Did you guys check out Dan's video he put on the Roundtable today on the shorts? His AFC East record prediction. Anybody see that video? You see what he predicted our record?
He was disrespectful again.
Well, he has very interesting records.
King Cat comes in with the first super chat of the day. $50, King Cat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You are the man. Master at work. Are y'all excited to sign that new center?
No.
Yo,
Yeah, man. You've been showing your boy some love lately, man.
King Cat.
yeah,
Go.
seriously, King Cat. Honestly,
Jet.
like, and so your generosity is so absolutely wild. Yo, but TD, seriously, like, so did you like stop at like a restaurant in Houston or something like that? Like some food poisoning or something like that? What's up?
He's got the Dalvin Cook fever, man. He's got the Dalvin Cook fever. Ever since he signed with the Jets, he's been sick.
Honestly, it was coming on the day before I left. But I think like when I don't feel well, I know when I'm coming on and getting sick, and it goes to that area. This time, yeah, I felt it coming on, but I think I might have like gotten to that fighting point where it's not taking over me. I went as soon as I got here. I went and got the C-Packs. I went and got the NyQuil AM and PM. I went and got the Tylenol and the orange juice, and I've been loading up, and I feel like I've been better and coming back to this place where I'm not completely fully sick. So hopefully I'm warding it off, man.
Yeah, shit, man. Well, I definitely hope for the best, dude. Like, slam some
Vitamin C
water,
in
like
water.
Yeah.
slam a damn Pedialyte or something like that, man. That shit's fucking
Yeah.
God. That Pedialyte.
Everyone show some love for TD in the chat right now.
Yeah. By hitting the like button, it's over.
Come on now.
Because honestly, like a weak and defeated TD is not good for this show, right? Like it's bad enough that Tua is just like killing his like pride, but like now we have these antigens ruining his physical health. All right, so it's a double whammy. So hit that like button for good karma for TD.
It's funny,
Tyson, what's up, buddy? How's life? Yo, Tyson, what up?
Oh, my bad. I thought I was over here sobbing for TD, hoping he was gonna get better. I was praying for him on my knees. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean the grass. You know, not only is the grass greener in Foxborough, but our rings are also shinier, TD. But no, anyway, yeah, I'm doing good. Appreciate all the love from my edit that I made on the Roundtable. Editing
Fire.
Richie's, TD's, everybody's reaction. So I mean, the timing couldn't have been more perfect. I mean, it happened right when we were about to end the show too. But I appreciate all the love and
As
support.
Richie and fucking Jack Wolf.
It's up to like 7,000 views. So, like I said, I appreciate all the love and support. I'm gonna be making a lot of those edits this season, just like last season. But I think Richie's gonna be bearing the brunt of my anger this season as far as edits go. I think I might lay off of TD because I kind of feel bad for the Dolphins right now. What they're going through and seeing Tua on the podium literally admit to staring down. I mean, it was pretty pathetic, bro. Y'all go watch that video on Twitter, bro. Tua literally like explained 3 minutes of why he's trash, and try to get sympathy about it. But no, man, I'm good. I'm ready for this show. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, I think what ended up happening was why TD got sick is because I gave him the Zappy fever, and because I got the Malik Madness right now. So.
It's Malik Madness, baby. That's definitely something that I certainly want to touch on. By the way, guys, if like you didn't know, that clip that we posted was based off of our Monday show, and I'm not sure about you guys, but I thought that was fun. I love it. I do love doing that whole like debate style thing. I do think it was rigged. I thought that Jack and Richie definitely like rigged it somehow, and so I think that Z-Bot and I were certainly the winners. But like, I absolutely loved it.
How could you say that? We won with the timing of Dalvin Cook.
Listen,
y'all changed the rules in the middle of it. That's the only reason.
Speaking of the champions, I just so happen to have the champion with me. Jack.
Jack, come on, man.
I happen to have the champion here. I think we deserve a little.
Y'all changed the rules in the middle of the game.
Yo, so this is what's gonna happen. So by the way, congratulations. I'm not going to be a sore loser, but what I think needs to happen is that like we need to recruit more non-AFC East people to watch this show so we could actually get a credible vote. All right? I think that's what we need here. So say, for example, you guys are watching this. And by the way, please sound off on feedback on that show because that was our first time. Like, I'm like, we certainly had a good time doing it, and say that you enjoyed it. Let us know. Beautiful thing. Midnight strikes back. Bills all the way this time. Midnight. Inject it in my veins, baby. I love that. And so the rest of the table are just capping because they know the Bills Super Bowl bound. Go Bills, and TD is a clown.
Why is that even a part of the title? I don't even understand what's going on.
Dan, real quick, I gotta address those accusations though, real quick.
Yeah,
there was absolutely no rigging, no meddling with viewers and with the voting. It was pure passion is what drove that victory for Richie and I. And you guys did well. You fought valiantly. But you know.
And also the most important thing is the people spoke.
The
The
people
chat
spoke.
spoke, baby.
See,
The people did speak.
Like, I even went in during that show and I said, "Hey, Dolphins fans."
No, the people spoke. The people spoke on who they wanted eliminated, not who had the best takes.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you're
the
right.
difference.
Exactly.
Maybe they just misunderstood it. Maybe they just misunderstood it. We have another super chat from my boy Michael. He's a writer for Cleveland.com, massive Browns fan coming on in here. Since the Jets have a mediocre passing attack outside of Garrett Wilson, how long before Rodgers starts acting a fool again and my New York colleagues start cooking him? Question mark. Richie, that's you, baby.
Yeah, so the Jets don't not have a mediocre pass attack outside of Garrett Wilson, but I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, we will see, because I was at practice today, and you think outside of Garrett Wilson, woo, he looking good at camp, man. I cannot wait to see that connection with Aaron Rodgers, baby. But show love, Michael. Okay, I see you. Thank you for the $10, but he's going to prove you wrong, I promise.
Jarrett Wilson.
TD, I have a question. Dan, can you share that photo that I just posted? I was wondering if the perfect bet would be between you and Dan is if the Bills sweep y'all, you would get the loser would have to get that tattoo.
Dan already has that tattoo.
Is that Dan's
What
arm?
am I looking at?
Show him the tattoo, Dan.
What the fuck is this?
My tattoo, dog. It's my tattoo, bro.
Show him the tattoo, Dan.
Yeah, bro. I was drunk.
My God. I saw this on Twitter today.
I saw it.
Holy,
Oh my god.
get that off the screen, Dan.
I mean, I guess that gives new meaning to Josh Allen's cheeks.
And so we're just definitely demonetized now. No, I'm just getting for nudity. Is Malik Madness? Question mark. TD fears Malik Madness. I love that profile picture.
I feel like this is the same guy that made me his profile picture, and then Dan his profile picture, and then now it's TD's, and then Tyson's gonna be next.
I'm telling you, I'm suing everybody who uses my pics, man.
Cease and desist are going out. But anyway, guys, hey, listen, like I said, a lot to cover today. I do want to start off with what has been going on with camp. Most notably, the Jets and the Dolphins have been sharing joint practices, as we have referred to recently. With Richie, he is currently at joint practice, and then TD is as well in Houston. So, Richie, tell me, what is going on, bro? I do follow you on Twitter a little bit, and so I see some updates here and there, but why don't you go ahead and just unpack what you saw today? What's the confidence level? Some main things. I did hear that Aaron Rodgers was getting his ass kicked today, and your offensive line was doing him no issues. Expand.
Yeah, so basically I was at, as you guys know, the Panthers-Jets joint practice last week in Carolina. So I got a good idea. And if you guys watched Hard Knocks last night, you saw how it all went down in that Panthers and Jets joint practice. The offensive line was a big-time issue in that joint practice. And the offense, and I was there. I saw it in person. I saw Aaron Rodgers being able to still make plays with the offensive line, still being a mess. He was looking like a very young 39 years old. I was honestly impressed. I was like, damn, I did not expect Rodgers to be able to move in the pocket that well at that age and be able to elude the pocket, escape, throw on the run. He still got all those abilities. And it was really cool to see. And if anybody that saw Hard Knocks, you saw what happened last night that got exposed in the episode. Robert Saleh got in front of the team, and he was so disgusted with the offensive line, and he absolutely embarrassed them in front of the entire organization. Every single player and coach was in that room, and Robert Saleh said, it does not matter. He just called them out, and the way he did it, it was wild. And like, Robert Saleh's always been known to be, his one flaw people would say is he's much of a nice guy. He doesn't hold his players accountable. He doesn't have that fire. He's too nice. And like, that was the thing that some people said in a negative way. And that showed me a different side of Robert Saleh, where he was holding his team accountable. And that just shows you cannot judge a book by its cover in terms of what's going on, on the surface. When you dive deep into the organization like Hard Knocks does, you get to see the real stuff that's going on. And I saw a Saleh that was really impressive. And they go out there, and I know it's just preseason, but on that Saturday, they flipped the switch and they absolutely dominated 27-0. And like, every single player on that team, to the starters to the fourth stringers, were dominating. I mean, starting with that defensive line, rookie Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson. I mean, it was a really awesome thing to see this defense just absolutely dominating. But there was one thing missing in the practice last week against the Panthers that was kind of not helping this offense out. That was here today. That was Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson was out last week with an ankle injury and did not participate in these Panthers and Jets practices. Well, Today, he was back against the Buccaneers, and I can tell you, he makes a world of a difference for this New York Jets offense. I mean, his presence. I mean, I know you guys are just going to be like, Richie, it's just practice. But hey, Garrett Wilson proved it last year, first of all. Offensive Rookie of the Year with 3 crappy quarterbacks. Imagine what he's going to do with Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers is literally taking him underneath his wing like it's his version of Devontae Adams. Meaning he's telling him everything Devontae Adams did in terms of communication. Rodgers said today in the press conference where he wants to have that nonverbal communication with Garrett Wilson. When he looks at Garrett Wilson and gives him a nod, Garrett Wilson knows exactly what he's talking about without any signals, and they go make plays. That's what made Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams so special. And I'm not going to sit here and say Garrett Wilson is guaranteed the next Devontae Adams. He's going to put up Devontae Adams' numbers this year. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he is in that role right now. He is that person that he was in the Packers offense. And it's really cool to see because today, oh my gosh, I mean, it was at least 9 or 10 targets towards Garrett Wilson on the Tampa Bay Todd Bowles-led defense, and he had 8 or 9 catches. Not of one drop, making people miss in the open field. He's just twitchy. He's different. The way his body moves, like seeing it in person is so different than when you're on your phone or on your TV or computer screen watching these highlights like we all do. Like when you're physically there at practice, because usually when you're at a game, right, you just see him from afar. It's really hard to see these players that we all, report about and talk about and debate about with your own eyes that close and personal. And I was right in front of Garrett Wilson today, and he was the one person where I was just blown away by, just mind-blowing stuff in terms of his footwork, his athleticism, his shiftiness, and just like I am so confident to say that he is going to be a top 10 receiver in this league. And I think the only thing that will hold that back is an injury to anybody on that offense. That's him or A-Rod, which is not going to happen, right? But that's the only thing that's going to hold it back. I don't know if it's a hot take or anything, but I'm based on what I'm seeing in practice and what he did last year as a rookie, I'm going to say that. So that's really my overall thoughts of camp. But yes, Dan, the offensive line has some issues. If there was one thing about this Jets camp that Jets fans are concerned about, it's that offensive line. But outside of that, it's all good. And I think Mekhi Becton's on his way back, and he's going to be in that starting lineup, which is going to help a lot of things out.
So are there any significant injuries on the line right now, or is that like looking like mostly like your first team?
So there are some nicky-nacky injuries right now. AVT has an ankle, so he's just dealing with right now. He's day-to-day. And then our left guard, Tomlinson, was down today with a leg as well, day-to-day. And then Dwayne Brown, who was our starting left tackle last year, 38 years old, he played through an injury last year all throughout the season where he could have elected to sit out for the rest of the season and get the surgery and would have got paid the same, but he wanted to play through it because that's the type of player Dwayne Brown is at 38 years old. He's just a warrior. And then he elected to get the surgery in the offseason, and now he's still recovering. So he hasn't practiced yet at all in training camp. He's 38 years old, and the Jets are expecting him to plug in at left tackle when he's ready to go. And then Mekhi Becton's competing for that right tackle spot. Then we have a rookie, Joe Tippmann, who's getting lined up at center and right guard and left guard because that's why they drafted him to be a Swiss Army knife versatile piece, like a little chess piece into that interior. Got him in that second round. So that's kind of the update on the Jets offensive line.
Well, Dan, I would like to say a few words about the Jets offensive line tonight.
Of course, you can get the floor.
Yeah, Richie, tell us the issues without making it a big deal. But ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly why the Jets are going to win 6 games. You sit here and talk about our O-line. The Jets O-line has been a dumpster fire. So much that the head coach, and Richie said it, he ripped into him in front of the whole team. And he said it's spot on. You can have a Hall of Fame quarterback. You can have the offensive rookie of the year. You can have a great running game. You can have 2 receivers, 10+ million. You can have all of that, but it won't matter if the big boys up front don't get their act together. And they ain't getting their act together because guess what? Hard Knocks filmed that a few days ago. They been filmed that, and today they came out and looked like hot garbage again. It ain't going to be no fixing that O-line. That O-line is going to end them in disappointment. 6 wins, Richie. 6. Get ready for it. It's a wrap.
Less wins than last year, 100%. Less wins than last year. You're right, with Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
6. It don't mean anything if you don't got an offensive line. You better ask some of these just
of course. But if there's any quarterback that I trust that can survive without a bad offensive line, it's Rodgers. He gets rid of that ball in 2 seconds. He's a veteran. He's not going to be worried. He can get rid of the ball. He'll get hit, of course. 6 wins is just complete trolling, TD.
You
You
can't do
know
that
it.
on every play.
So for schedule,
One thing
Rich,
I will say is that there's really not an offensive line unit in this division. I probably have to give the edge to the
Nope.
Pats as far as the best offensive line, and like that's even going for a stretch because none of them are
No,
ideal. But I will say, all right, there's certain types of quarterbacks that can get by a bad offensive line. There's somebody with a very, very quick release, an absolute field general, and then somebody that's a mobile quarterback, i.e., Josh Allen. Tua, unfortunately,
Wait, you didn't give an example for the
I
first. Dan, you didn't give an example.
It's Aaron
Of
Rodgers. Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers, like a field general, like super quick release, like super good. Like he can get by a bad offensive line, much like how Josh Allen has gotten by a terrible offensive line his entire career due to his mobility. But Tua, on the other hand, is going to struggle a bit. That's the main difference. And a great segue. TD, how was Dolphins training camp today? We saw your frustration on Twitter. Let's elaborate.
it was good. It was actually good. Now, mind you, it's the Houston Texans. I think that the team overall, we haven't looked great in camp at all, to be honest with you. But today, the team overall looked better, with the exception of the 2 pick sixes. They happened so spread out in practice, one early and one at the very end. And I know everybody's talking about the controversy with Tua. That's not as big as it is in-house. And it's not really a controversy. It's just the fact that, some people like myself said that this is one of his flaws. Everybody said I was, an idiot, didn't know what I was talking about, and I was wrong. And today on the podium, he admitted it himself. It's verbatim, his exact words of a behavior that he partakes in playing the game. And at the end of the day, that's what it was really about. But the practice overall, there were some solid things, some things to clean up. Nothing to say, oh, man, we didn't look good in camp today. This is one of the better days. It was just overshadowed by the press conference and the words that were said by Tua. So I think we can build upon this. Of course, if we clean up the turnovers, we can build on this. And the offensive line actually looked pretty good today. They actually looked pretty good. I mean, there was some where they let some guys get through, but overall, I thought they looked pretty good. I was satisfied with what I saw. Of course, clean the rock up, and we'll be just fine. I think, things are starting to click, but we got a lot of work to still do. But what team does it,
So it's definitely difficult to go on ahead and judge a team based off of like training.
The big news, though, out of training camp today that is getting overshadowed by Tua's press conference. But the real big news is we got a hold in, not a hold out, but a hold in. Christian Wilkins wants his money, and he wants it now, and he's refusing to practice. He's showing up to practice, padding up and everything, but he's sitting right there on the side. He interacting with the team, getting in people's face, enjoying practice, but he ain't taking no reps. He ain't warming up. He ain't doing none of that. He's sitting in. He see Quentin Williams getting 20-something. He see all these other guys getting it. I think he wants at least 20 to 22. And Chris Greer.
So Greer, okay? What's he going to do? Is he going to pay the man, or do you think he's going to shop him around now? Like, what do you think? Who's going to fight?
This is such a different situation. It's like if we were still rebuilding, he's getting traded. But we got to win now too. And he going to have to bite the bullet, bro. He going to have to get a man his money. He going to have to give him his deal. The same thing happened a few years ago with Xavier Howard, and Xavier Howard won. So he going to have to bite the bullet, give the man his money. And I think that what the real issue is, it's the lack of confidence overall in this team in the front office. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. They're nervous about giving long-term deals to certain players just in case they have to scrap it all. Because can you imagine if they do falter this year and don't make the playoffs? We don't have the capital to really, build on our team. Like we'll add a player next year in the first and second round. We got to do something special now for them to prove that it's worth moving on with a lot of these guys. And Chris Greer's in a tough situation. He's going to have to bite the bullet and give Christian Wilkins his money. And if he doesn't, he may get traded because I can't see him letting him become a free agent. And I don't see you. Why would you franchise tag a guy and be giving him more than he's probably asking for anyway? So it's a tough situation. Just got to keep our eyes on it, man. I wouldn't be surprised if a blockbuster trade happened either. and that would not be good for the team.
That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. I didn't even hear about that today, to be honest with you. Wow.
Yeah, sit in. He didn't even practice.
Well, I mean, we shall see. What are you looking for the preseason game this week? So, what are the big things you're looking for?
Consistent quarterback play, regardless of who plays, because we're a team that are prone to using our backups, so we want to see great play. Also, the offensive line had to have a better showing this week than they did last week. And outside of that, still trying to see which young guys step up in that secondary, in the linebacking core going into the roster cut, so we can know who we can lean on. So those are the areas I'll be looking for.
Got it. Interesting.
I mean, I have a question. What's worse, having no offensive line or no quarterback?
Say that again. What's worse?
Well, neither of us. We do have. The Jets have a good offensive line. The Dolphins have a good quarterback.
No, they don't. They don't
have a good quarterback?
Yeah, I got a good quarterback. We have a great quarterback.
I'm talking about. I said you don't have a good quarterback. You said
we have a great
don't.
Quarterback. We have a great quarterback.
You have a great quarterback. That's your thoughts of.
That was the best quarterback in this division last year. I can say that.
How many games did he play?
Hanging that hat right there, man.
How many games did he play?
The games that he did play, he was the best quarterback in the division.
And how many games did he play in
I
the
swear we
17
do
games?
this every single week, bro.
Because y'all want to
Same
acknowledge that
runaround.
simple
You're not
point.
answering the question, TD. How many games did he play in a 17-game season?
He played
How many games?
13. He played 13, but he was still the best quarterback in the division. Why can't we just acknowledge that?
He played well when he was healthy. But give me a quarterback that's a little less good, but that could play 17 games over that.
In the games he played, overall, he was better than every quarterback in the division. Last year alone, that's all I'm talking about.
And he doesn't come close to the peak of Josh Allen or the peak of Aaron Rodgers.
It doesn't matter. Their consistency wasn't there. He's a better quarterback. It's okay, guys. Y'all don't want to admit just simple facts. It's all good.
No, the reality is, TD, Tua showed that he was a phenomenal quarterback last year. And he was actually in the MVP race early last year.
The context matters.
And he was really good. He was lighting it up. And I was really impressed. I remember in the middle of the season, like, Tua is lighting it up like shit. Like, Tua's really good. And he is. But then he got injured again. That's the only thing that
I'm fine with that, Richie, but all I keep asking you is, in the games that he actually played, was he the best quarterback in the division last year?
Hey.
Yeah, have that, because it's not happening this year. So congrats.
That's all I wanted y'all to
acknowledge. I don't really care about last year. I focus on this year. You know, why are you holding on to last year so much?
He was the best quarterback in the division last year. That's all I wanted you to know.
All I hear is last year. I'm focused on today, this year, baby. Who cares about last year?
So this dude's absolutely right. And so I think Greer needs to make Tua the highest paid quarterback in the league.
I believe so as well. Give him a lifetime contract.
Make him the highest paid quarterback.
You love him, TD. Give him that money.
When he wins the Super Bowl this year, I'm for it.
Give him all that money right now, baby. Because next year you're not gonna be able to afford him.
Well, I hope so.
Hey Tyson, what's going on with the Pats, man?
Oh, it's never been so happy.
Baby.
I'm just.
Hey, listen, bro.
You know, I was watching the preseason. I don't watch preseason, but I don't know. So one of my buddy texted me. He's like, "Yo, turn on the TV. They're putting this Malik kid in there." You know, I turn it on. I'm watching it, and I ain't gonna lie, I shed a tear. I literally shed a tear at the end of that drive. I was so happy. I'm just like, there goes our franchise quarterback. I mean, undrafted. Nobody knows about him. They're hiding him right now. He did take a couple of first team reps this week. A few. He's been lighting it up in training camp at receiver and at quarterback. Man can play every position on the field. And all I got to say is, y'all better hope and pray. Hope and pray Mac Jones starts the entire season. Because I'm telling you, that leash on Mac Jones, you Mac Jones sexuals, this got that much shorter. Because this dude is a playmaker. The throw that he made, that Trey Nixon should have caught, was a better pass than Mac Jones has ever thrown in his entire career, including at Alabama. Malik Cunningham broke all of Lamar Jackson's records at Louisville for a reason. Okay, he is 6 foot. Okay, he's not as tall as I want him to be. He's really, really skinny. But you saw the hit that he took, where his neck literally twisted like the Exorcist. and he got up. I guarantee you, Tua, if that would happen to Tua, Mac Jones, other than maybe Josh Allen, they would have stayed on that turf and never gotten back up. That would have been a career-ending neck injury. But this man is tough. It's Malik Madness. Zappy was 12 of 14. He didn't play bad, but behind an offensive line that's so putrid. Here's the thing. You can have a bad offensive line, right? But you need a quarterback. If you have a bad offensive line, you need a mobile quarterback like Josh Allen. You need somebody that can, like a Lamar Jackson, that can get out the pocket to counter that. Because if you have a statue behind center who can't run at all, and who's not mobile, who doesn't have any type of pocket awareness, then you need a quarterback that could get out the pocket and make plays. Mac Jones doesn't do that. And Zappy got exposed because he can't do that as well with that offensive line. But with Malik Jackson behind that trash offensive line, imagine what he would have done with the ones. So I'm hoping Saturday is the biggest game, preseason game in the history of the New England Patriots, because we get to see Malik Cunningham, against the Green Bay Packers. Hopefully he starts, and we get to see if this was just a flash of the pan. What one trick pony was this? Just defenses that know how to play him. But we get to see who Malik Cunningham really is against the Green Bay Packers on Saturday. Like I said, if he goes out there and he just lights it up, then there needs to be a serious question about who deserves to be the quarterback number one. I still think no matter what Malik Cunningham does on Saturday, Belichick's going to give Mac Jones to QB1. But that leash is going to be so short. You could literally hang Mac Jones by his neck. That's how short that leash is going to be. Because as soon as Mac starts doing what he did last season with an offensive line, now he has Zeke Elliott in the backfield. He has Juju. He has one of the fastest receivers in the NFL that we drafted last year. We got Hunter Henry. You got Gesicki. I mean, you got everything you need to be successful, and with Bill O'Brien at your OC. If Mac Jones can't succeed with the team that we put around him this season, then it's time to look at Malik Cunningham. Because at the end of the day, Mac Jones ain't it. And Patriots fans don't want to hear that. They want Mac Jones to be the starting quarterback. He doesn't deserve it, and he's not a leader. End of story. As far as anything else goes in Patriots, I think that Ezekiel Elliott was a really good signing. You don't want to put the entire weight on Ramondre Stevenson's shoulders. So I honestly think that he's going to be a good backup. And not only that, Ezekiel Elliott had 12 touchdowns last season. 12 touchdowns last season. He's a short yardage back. What did the Patriots struggle at for the last 3 years?
Sure.
On 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, 4th and 1. They can't get a yard. Ezekiel Elliott's going to bring that back. So I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, I will say I'm very optimistic about the Patriots, and our defense is looking stellar. Christian Gonzalez is looking like he deserves to be what was he, number 14 or 15, the first round pick. The Jack Jones, they put a sign in front of Logan, don't bring guns in the airport, and looks like he's going to get off on a technicality. So we're gonna have Jack Jones and Christian Gonzalez. I think we have the best secondary in the league, not in the league, in the division by far. Our linebackers is really good. So better than the linebackers Miami. Miami, for some reason, they don't know how to draft linebackers, but we have one of the best linebacking cores in the NFL. In the division as well. Judon coming off that edge, and we brought back Trey Flowers as well. So I really believe that I'm starting to see a little hope now, a little light at the end of the tunnel. But like I said, as long as Mac Jones is QB1, I mean, I don't know what Patriots fans want me to say. I think you give this kid Malik Cunningham a chance just to see. Just give him a chance. We don't know what he is unless you put him under center with the ones,
Tyson,
with the starting offensive
Tyson, I
line.
have a question. Well,
Yeah,
I have something I want to say. So the phase that you're in right now is then you're not used to this, right? You've had Tom Brady your entire life, the GOAT, the best quarterback, literally the sport, literally, And the phase you're in has been my life as a Jets fan, not knowing where a franchise quarterback is, a preseason rookie shows some flash, you convince yourself he's the guy. And hey, I'm not saying he's not the guy, by the way. I'm just telling you this is what me as a fan had to go through on a cycle. This guy's the guy, stinks it up. This guy's the guy, stinks it up. Last year it was Zappy Fever, and this year it's Malik. And
The
I
only
love
difference
it. The
is
things that you're in, and it's pretty
the
cool.
huge difference is you guys were doing a whole coaching carousel, GM carousel.
Oh yeah, that's true. We were also doing a coaching
along
carousel,
with the
but we also just
the
couldn't get a
quarterback
freaking
carousel.
forever.
So you guys had no stability at any position, at any coaching staff, GM. You guys had the Patriots have stability. Okay, I think Belichick can get the best out of this guy. To be honest with you, and
I
he's
mean,
proven to be
that
a
is a good
defensive
point.
genius. So the way the Patriots are going to win football games this season is play what is a solid defense, running game. Solid defense,
Yeah.
running game. And what gives you the best chance to win those games? You put a running quarterback, Malik Cunningham under center to run the ball more.
Also, I do think the Patriots have a great secondary, but I do not think they have the greatest secondary in this division, especially by far. I have to disagree with that.
It's going to be tight, and so I think that a lot is going to be the first couple of weeks. I really do, because you want to know why. Number one, I think that we'll probably have a pretty good answer to that, like week 3. Because first off, I would say the Jets have a very, very good test against Josh Allen, and then the Patriots have a great test against Philadelphia to see how good these secondaries truly are. So
most definitely.
I think that we could revisit this conversation after week 1, personally.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait to finally have ball to talk about. Can we talk about that first?
We're talking about ball, baby. We've been talking about ball.
Actually, in a couple of weeks, and we're all going to be together. And by the way, guys, there's one ticket left. Literally one more ticket left for our week 1 AFC's Roundtable event. Jets, Bills, Monday Night Football, MetLife Stadium, all 4 of us doing an in-person live stream. And don't worry, if you're not going to be there, we're going to have a really amazing live stream broadcasted to this channel that's going to be a complete game changer for this YouTube channel. And I'm so excited to be in person with TD and Tyson and Dan. All you guys is going to be there, and everybody in the chat, you guys will experience it with us. We've been planning this for a while, and it's really exciting. And one ticket left. And if you want that last ticket, that link is down below in the description.
Yeah. Please do that. And listen, right before we move on, and I'm not going to talk much about the Bills because there really wasn't a lot to cover from the past couple of days, but we have quite a few super chats to get to. And once again, our boy King Cat came in with some heat. But let's go in chronological order, ladies and gentlemen. First off, Mike, the Browns fan, saying, we talk about practice, Richie? Talk about practice? I love it. I love it.
Practice.
King Cat,
practice
boy, he says, I think that hat is too tight on TD's head. It's cutting off the blood circulation to his brain. Hey, listen, he has food poisoning, okay? He has food poisoning. Give him a break, all right? And so the Tua sandwich, man, is just killing him. I'm a Jets fan, but Malik is real. I'm a big fan of Malik.
Thank you. I appreciate somebody finally with some objectivity in the comments. Thank you.
Look at that. And then, hey, listen, if you thought King Cat was done, he's not done. He's not done at all. Malik going to get killed with Zeke playing center. I'm not worried.
I keep forgetting. That's a Dolphins fan, right?
No, he's a Jets fan.
I don't know why I keep forgetting that. But like I said, still haven't beaten this since 2015.
Hey, but seriously, King Cat, man, I feel like every week your generosity completely goes wild, man. 150 on.
Thank you, bro.
That's my dude. That's my boy.
I do appreciate your donation.
Julian S is saying Master at Work should have a separate channel for TD content. I agree.
No, this is the channel. This is TD content.
This is the TD content right here. And then we have Andy Johnson, King Allen, yet another TD profile picture. All right.
TD's gonna steal.
I can't be the best quarterback in the division when you can't start 17 games. So Tua is out of the conversation. Damn, best ability is availability. That's for damn sure.
TD, you should start selling your NFTs, bro, and you're on mute, by the way.
I didn't even realize I was on mute. I should have never wore that shirt.
Hey, man. That's a
That's
bet.
good on you.
Should have never worn. You should have never made all those channels with all those teams either.
And so the internet's forever, baby. We already got that. And then Pistol 213RD.
What's up, Pistol?
What's
That's my
up,
boy.
guys? What's up, man? Hope all is well. Listen,
I've
guys.
known Pistol for 10 years. He is a loyal Raider fan. Go sub up his channel, man.
Hell yeah.
He's a jersey collector,
we
bro. He has
appreciate
literally
that.
every jersey ever created.
Dude.
This man
is
yeah, bro. When I tell you this dude has a jersey collection like you've never seen, it's ridiculous.
Dude,
Wow.
listen, man. I absolutely love it. Raiders fan too. And guys, honestly, like I'm always curious about this. Like, please, if you do not follow like any team in the AFC East, but you're in here watching us anyway, please let us know in the live chat. Like, we're always curious to see how far this audience extends to, as far as fan bases, as far as location. Please don't be shy and introduce yourself in the chat. We would absolutely love that. And then one last gripe I have. As of right now, only 173 people have smashed that like button, guys. Very easy way to support the channel, guys. It's free. It takes less than a second. And then it pushes our content out further into the YouTube algorithm where we can, in essence, be discovered for some more people that perhaps enjoy 4 of us yelling at each other for 2 hours each and every single Wednesday. So hit that like button for me. Let's get up to 250. I feel like there's no excuse. It's either that you're lazy or you're just being a dick. It's one of the two. So, like, just hit that like button and make it work. All right? Absolutely love it. Anyway.
One more thing. Shout out to Pistol too, because he's the one who got me my Tom Brady jersey. The silver one.
Oh, is that right?
That they're very rare that you can't even like authentic, like crazy. So shout out to him again.
I love it. I love it. And then we have Mutt Vials coming in. Mutt boy. TD, where you at right now? Master, love the Dolphins trolling video and your laugh when Cook got signed sounded so evil. I couldn't help but smile. Richie, what's the rumors about the Jets trading for the Packers left tackle? Oh,
I'm in Houston, Texas. Texas, to answer your question. I'm in Houston for training camp.
He's in Believe land.
Richie had a question for you, I think.
Is Richie good?
Who's from?
Oh, my internet is it's like low bars. I can't hear anything right now. A hotel Wi-Fi. Am I like lagging?
Yeah. Oh yeah, real bad.
Can you guys hear me?
Nah, he's not lagging.
It's bad, right?
You're good. You're good.
I'm good now? Oh, okay, it seems to be better.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Wi-Fi is so bad. Muffiles, what's with the rumors? Oh, so there's a rumor about David Bakhtiari pulling up to the Jets because that is Aaron Rodgers' like best friend. Like, you think Randall Cobb's his boy or Alan Lazard is his boy? Nah, Bakhtiari is like his buddy. The left tackle, the long-term tackle for the Packers. And listen, if the Packers want to go rebuild and go young and get a lot of, cap off their books, Bakhtiari makes sense from the Packers to get rid of, and obviously it makes sense for the Jets to bring him in. I don't think it could happen right now, but I think that's a conversation that could be, sparking up mid-season by the trade deadline. Or if it doesn't happen this year, I know who really cares about next season, but I think it's more of a possibility in the offseason. But hey, I'm focused on this year.
Dude.
But it's definitely possible.
I'm so sorry. I have to skip these two, but I will get back to them. But King Cat just came in with another 50, and he says, I hope he farted on that TB12 jersey before he got
Listen. Oh, my God. I can't even respond to that.
King Cat, you are literally like a living legend. Like,
I can't even respond to
coming
that.
up with these bombs of like amazing takes.
Okay, so we have – all right. So we can all agree that the all AFC East team would smoke an all NFC East team. Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants fans have been talking way too much. We'd kill them.
Well, we versed them this year, so we'll find out.
Yeah. We have a lot of bragging rights to go about that. But, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I think, like, the only credible team, like, out of that division is the Eagles. I'm not worried about the Cowboys. And so I think all 4 of us will beat the Cowboys, to be honest with you. That, the Giants, and the Commanders. I'm not worried about the NFC.
Jets got them week 2. The Jets got them week 2 in Dallas.
Big stuff.
See.
So now we have Onron coming in saying, into the last 2 seasons with TD and Dan have done a risky bet in the event one team sweeps the other. Let's continue the tradition. Oh, we got to do a risky bet, TD. We got to
that
figure
tattoo, bro. That Josh Allen tattoo.
I feel like we did the tattoo last year. And, like, I mean, shit. I mean, I'm not sure. Hey, chat, like, definitely go on ahead and give your suggestions for what me and TD should do for the bet for the sweep of the situation. What was it last year? I think I structured it saying that I forgot how I structured it.
I got one. Loser has to eat like 50 suicide buffalo wings.
That's a lot of wings. 50, that's a lot.
Okay, not 50, maybe 20.
20?
20?
Because that's what I did when I lost my bet to
I think that's on the table.
Suicide? What's that?
So like the hottest, so like the worst, like death wings, the hottest wings you could find.
So one not hot enough.
I'm from
I mean,
Buffalo.
you live in Florida, bro. I'm pretty sure they got some really good like hot
I'm sure
wings
they
down
do.
there.
We'll come up with something. Just give me 2 weeks.
Pats over everybody. F Tuna. State champions Bills. State GOAT. Stat champions Bills. Stat GOAT Rodgers.
Shout out
Pats
to
over
Ali.
everybody. And then what about my boy Lee? Oh, hey, Massel. And so it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Who got the gun, bro? Who got
Who
the
got the
gun?
gun? Who got the gun?
And where is it pointed? Because it sure as hell ain't pointed at a Super Bowl.
So we got 10 wings. Okay, I'm just seeing like 10 wings, and so a lot of people are asking for tattoos. I don't know. Me and TD are going to talk about it, and I promise you it will be entertaining because I feel like the bet got like progressively worse like as our bet has continued. So like we're going to have to like think of something. We could do the Waffle House challenge, TD, where like we need to be in a Waffle House for 24 hours, but then every pancake we consume.
Yo, get the.
And so every pancake we consume shaves off an hour. We could do that.
Is it even safe at a Waffle House for 24 hours, bro? I've been seeing some crazy shit on World Star, bro. At Waffle
Man,
House.
I got too many hops out here, man.
And so it could be at an
Nice.
IHOP. So the unlimited stuff. Yeah. So.
Oh wait, you have to stay at an IHOP for 24 hours?
Yeah.
But
But
every pancake or waffle you eat takes an hour off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought you actually like had to just stay there for 24 hours.
Well, like say that you eat no waffles, and yeah, but like say like you crush 12, but it's only 12. You know?
Oh my god.
That's an idea. Go bald. Go bald would be interesting. Like Mr. Clean.
That's easy.
Yo,
I try to do
Dan,
that
I got a
once
question
every
for
week.
you guys.
Yeah, anyway.
Dude, I would 1,000% go bald if the Miami Dolphins sweep up. And like I would go Mr. Clean if that
Oh my
happened.
god, I can't imagine that, bro. That would fit you.
Brian Dayball.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll get my Brian Flores on.
Huh?
I'll get my Brian Flores on.
All right, guys. Well, I do want to discuss the Bills at least a little bit, guys, and then we're going to move on to one of our proud partners, and that just so happens to be BetUS, because all of us have preseason games on, and some of us are gambling degenerates. So we're going to go ahead in each game in the preseason and pick out what we like out of those games. Honestly, it's probably not smart, but at the end of the day, baby, that's what that money is. But anyway, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills for a little bit. Now, when it comes down to it, I was just talking to Richie about it, how I'm still kind of jealous that training camp was over in Rochester for the Bills, that fans aren't allowed to be there anymore. But we're still getting news that is coming out of camp. I would say some of the largest trends is that Gabe Davis apparently has been absolutely balling out. Last year, his high ankle sprain very much so affected him throughout the entire year, where he wasn't as productive as he was in years. I'm hoping this isn't complete bullshit, and then I'm hoping that we can get this guy back. Because when he's on top of his game, we've seen it in the playoffs before. We've seen it the past couple of years. He can ball. So that is fantastic. I would say the biggest thing coming out of camp, and something I'm seeing that's like a trend, especially amongst Bills fans, is everybody and their mother is starting to complain about the backup quarterback, right? Like I'm getting tweets, I'm getting YouTube comments, I'm getting TikTok comments, people being like, hey, man, should we try and trade for Sam Darnold? Should we try and trade for this guy or trade for this guy? The answer is absolutely not. Okay. When it comes down to backup quarterback, guys, I could probably name
Dan just froze up.
Huh? And so am I frozen? And so am I frozen?
You're not frozen anymore.
Hotel Wi-Fi.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah. But, oh, man. I was on a soapbox right there. But yeah, most definitely. Like I said, when it comes down to a backup quarterback, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it all kind of plays out, right? Not a single team. I'd say maybe 3 or 4 teams in the entire league are comfortable with a backup quarterback, okay? Whether or not that it's Kyle Allen or whether or not that it's Matt Barkley, we just need to go on ahead and hope that Josh Allen can stay as healthy as humanly possible behind that offensive line. That's how it works out. I'm not too concerned about the backup sort of QB situation, but I think that we're going to have to really give Kyle Allen a little bit of time to get familiar with the playbook and then move forward. And we are going to figure out quite a bit during the Steelers game on Saturday as well. From there, I definitely want to continue to keep a very close eye on that right guard battle, right between Osiris Torrance and Ryan Bates. And then we also had Brandon Shell. By the way, thanks, TD. In fact, what ended up happening was Brandon Shell ended up retiring after one preseason game, and now we literally have no depth at the right tackle position whatsoever. And so a guy named Ryan Van Denmark, who I suppose has been okay, but at the end of the day, that's a massive, massive concern on our end. It's a massive concern on our end. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's going to have to be the Buffalo Bills report as of right now. A lot of competitions that I'm going to be keeping a close eye on. Very happy with the new defensive scheme that I've been seeing, especially coming out of the previous preseason game. I'm seeing Sean McDermott run a lot of Tampa 1 with 3 safeties and then only 2 linebackers out there. I think that's going to be great for stopping the run, and it really shows how McDermott is trying to go on ahead and really, really make a change, not only in the aggression of the defense, but a complete holdout and change. It's pretty wild. It's pretty good. And so everyone's quiet.
Yeah, we're letting you speak because you have the floor right now, Dan. This is your
well, hey, man, for a second I thought that I was frozen.
Well, I heard
Nah,
that the Buffalo Bills don't know how to use Kincaid. He's been non-existent.
Okay, all right.
Your O-line is trash. And don't get me started on Josh Allen. So why did you want to mention any of that to the people?
Okay, so first off, when it comes to Kincaid, I think that is like the weakest, most casual take in the face of the plate. Oh, man, the Bills don't know how to use a damn tight end. First off, Dawson Knox last year had to be in the equation when it came into helping our offensive line blocking in any sort of situation. Hence why he wasn't used. And then Dalton Kincaid, first off, listen, like y'all can sit there because I know that that's just your subconscious projecting your wishes, that you hope that we don't know how to use this guy because you're scared. And that's going to be literally the guy that finishes.
I'm so happy you said that, Dan, because that is exactly what I say to everybody that says the stuff. To
well, you're both wrong.
Stop projecting your worries. It's going to happen. He's going to finish the entire season out with the second most targets, right below Stephon Diggs. He's going to be a threat, and there is not a single linebacker room in this division, that's for damn sure, that's going to be able to cover that guy because he doesn't drop anything. First preseason game, what we were trying to do is really implement him into his whole blocking scheme. He's not a blocker. He's never going to be a good blocker, and that's all we wanted to test out during that first preseason game. Watch the second game on Saturday night. I guarantee you this guy's going to make an absolute ball of play immediately. I love it. Oh, yeah, and then
I love it.
And so as far as an offensive line is concerned, man, I'm okay. Because we have Josh Allen, baby. He's mobile. He's good to go, and he's going to make plays regardless. And you know what?
Dan, I'm curious to hear your thoughts of your offensive line and also how Josh Allen is good with a bad offensive line after week 1. Because last time the Jets versed the Bills at MetLife Stadium, that defensive line got to Josh Allen, and I don't think his mobility really helped him out in that game.
Yeah. So when it came down to last year, man, like while our starting offensive line is not ideal, each and every single time we played the Jets, that's when we had several plug-and-play pieces that were typically second or third down on the depth chart. Spencer Brown was out that game for the first one, same thing. And then we were literally just piecing together as many second to third like stringers that we could. While our starters are not ideal, I always try to cautiously tell Bills Mafia, listen, the grass is not greener once you go down into the second and the third string. I'm happy that we have our full offensive line for Josh Allen. And then also, I'm also happy that we have somebody that can create separation, all right, outside of Stephon Diggs. If Gabe Davis can go out there without being hindered from his high ankle sprain, so the Dalton Kincaid absolutely balls out like I know he will in Stephon Diggs, I think I trust all three of them so to create enough separation where I think Josh is going to be able to make his life a bit easier during week 1. But we're going to see.
But the question about Josh Allen is, all those things. But when the pressure's in Josh Allen's face, is he going to make the right decisions and throw the ball maybe not to the open man and to the New York Jets for an interception like he did multiple times? Because that is what we're talking about here. Your receivers are going to get open here and there. But is Josh Allen going to find those guys? He'll find them maybe for 25 completions. But those 2 times that could be backbreakers that what causes the Bills to maybe lose the game, which is what happened last year. So I'm just basing it off of what we saw And I'm just like, because that's what I saw from Josh Allen. I remember personally going into that game, and like I was more high on Josh Allen than most. And then watching that game, I was like, damn, he's struggling.
He was right.
So I think last year when it came down to it, man, I think the only receiving weapon for the majority of last year that can create any sort of separation was Stephon Diggs, right? And so Dawson Knox really couldn't be utilized much, especially because we didn't have a lot of help on the offensive line. This year, I think that we have the personnel where I think that, sure, maybe Josh Allen might throw about like one pick, I would probably have to say. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say no. Like, I mean, like he's going to have a great game. It's going to be super clean. Of course, right? Like that's part of Josh Allen's play because he's a gunslinger, right? Like he's going to take more risks than most quarterbacks out there. It's just how it works out. But I have a lot of confidence in the personnel that we have lined up where I think that we have enough guys that can create that separation that's not going to completely lock down Stephon Diggs, double team him. So I think it's a personnel aspect. And like I said, it definitely helps that as long as there's no like crazy injuries during practice, like you are going to be getting a full strength Bills offense week 1. So I think things are going to be a bit different this year, man. I really do.
I'm excited, man. I think so too. Got to give a big shout out real quick to the freaking chat because Jets Nation is representing, baby, 46%. I think this is like the first time that the Jets have finally took over a live stream. You got to give Finns credit because they're always showing up, but they're slowly going away. Shout out Jets Nation, baby. Let's go.
It's only 142 votes already, guys. 463. Vote. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, let's get more people to vote, though, because I have a feeling it's going to change. More people vote. Everybody, there's a poll in the chat. Vote. Which team you repping? Or maybe you don't represent any 4 of them, and you're kind of like, okay, which team do you like the most, even if you're not even a fan of one of these teams?
So we have the certified hater rolling in and saying that if TD loses, he should make his room entirely Bills themed until next offseason, and vice versa for Dan as well. You have to see it every time you stream. That's not bad. Josh comes in and said, if TD wins, Dan – and so Dan has to wear a 2 jersey, and if Dan wins – yeah, we did that the first year. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to change it up a little bit this year. But I like it. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much. But, hey, you know what? Listen, I feel like a lot of our confidence is being displayed this episode. But you know what? Are we putting our money down on it? That's the plan. That's the plan. Are we putting our money down on it? Oh, we have Dalvin Cook right there. You want to talk about Dalvin Cook for a second?
Yeah, it's actually presented by BetUS, baby. I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts of the over-under.
BetUS.
BetUS.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. In fact, since we're talking about BetUS, and yes, I'm going to cover myself real fast. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But we are a proud partner with BetUS. And one thing I do want to say is that this is hands down the best sports book on the market. I'm talking money lines. I'm talking point spreads. And then I'm also talking those over-unders. And then as you can see, some player props right there. And we have Dalvin Cook on the screen, which is something that we do want to discuss. They just ended up getting signed by the New York Jets, which is always a beautiful thing. Oh, Richie, where did he go?
Sorry.
No, man. Hey, listen, it's definitely always a solid thing. But yeah, so we're talking about some player props. They already have this going on to it. Is this for man, we got the NFL futures here already, babe. Let's already talk about that. We got so the over 4.5 touchdowns or under 4.5 touchdowns.
Come on now.
I think taking
that is the easiest thing I've ever seen.
I think taking the over is probably pretty good on that, in my opinion.
I mean, over 4.5 touchdowns for Dalvin Cook. I mean, if he plays 10 games, he's getting 5 touchdowns. I mean, that man. And then the beautiful thing is we're splitting carries with Breece Hall. Shout out Breece Hall. And we got Michael Carter. This running back room, by the way, we got to get deeper into this because this running back room is becoming like one of the most stacked positions I've ever seen in my Jets fan lifetime. I mean, this is the best running back duo in the NFL, and I can say that with confidence. And it's wild, man. Breece Hall was supposed to be, he would have been the offensive rookie of the year if he didn't get injured last year, was poised to be one of the top young backs. And then we get a 4-time Pro Bowler and a 4-time 1,000-yard season rusher to add to the mix. And you got Michael Carter as that running back 3 spot. So you throw in Dalvin Cook. He's a seasoned vet. If any of you guys remember that Jets run, the last time the Jets were good, funny, so long ago, 13 years ago, I get it, it's sad. But the Jets went out there and got LaDainian Tomlinson. And LaDainian Tomlinson was past his prime, moving on from the Chargers and looking for a new home in the back end of his career. And he came to the Jets. and he helped lead the Jets to the AFC Championship game. And we didn't get a prime Chargers LT because we didn't need a prime Chargers LT. We had Sean Green. We had good running backs. And that's exactly why we got Dalvin Cook. We don't need Dalvin Cook to be prime Vikings Dalvin Cook. We just need him to be a solid veteran, take the ease off of the Breece Hall when he's coming back from ACL injury, and make some plays. And I think it's inevitable that he's about to go out there and make some moves. So I think the lock of over 4.5 touchdowns is I would do that. But the 700 yards, this is more tricky for sure.
So-
I'm more confident with the touchdowns than I am with this.
So here's my deal with this. And by the way, guys, I do want to mention that BetUS is literally matching 125% of your initial deposit. So say, for example, you throw down a bill, then you're going to have $225 to play with in total. Okay. And there's so many great spreads, even preseason bets. In fact, I just submitted a 15-leg parlay for all the money lines of the games going on this week. I'm not going to win, but hey, you know what? At the end of the day, I might. $5 to 200,000. Come on, baby. Let's talk about early retirement. But the thing about Dalvin Cook is one thing I do want to say is that I even see this from Bills fans coming into it. And they're like, oh, no, he's washed. Past 4 years, dude has been well above 1,000 yards. And yes, I do agree that as a running back ages, he is going to slowly regress. But 700 yards, 700, I know that he's splitting carries with Breece Hall. And the thing is with Breece Hall, man, like I have a feeling that he's not going to be ready week one. And if the Jets bring Breece Hall back week one, I think they're absolutely stupid. I really feel like that they should try and go ahead and hold him out for at least one calendar year from the time of his injury. I think that's truly what you need to be at full scale, or otherwise you guys are really going to regret it. God forbid he tweaks it way too early. But soon as when Breece Hall is back in the mix, I still think over 700 yards is an absolute lock on this. Absolute lock.
We're talking about literally 4 years in a row with 1,000 or more. I mean,
yeah. There's no way. In fact, and so I wouldn't be surprised if that spread changes tomorrow because that's dumb. 700's dumb. What do you think,
Yeah,
TV?
to me, as long as he stays healthy, that's an easy one right there.
Yeah.
The touchdown one is an easy one too. It's all about health. If he stays healthy, I can't even believe these bets are on there. That's like easy money.
Yeah, dude. There's no way that these stay the same. There's no way that these stay
I'm
the same.
literally in my
so
account
go get it
right-
now while you can.
I know. I'm literally in my
I
account
mean, you
now.
might as well. Because, there's no way that those are going to be the same in like 2 days. 700 yards and 4.5 touchdowns almost seems like a give me at that point. But I mean, hey guys, listen. So BetUS, hands down, number one sports book. We enjoy doing it, and we're going to be really just aiming our entire content around this throughout the rest of the season. In fact, we are starting a gambling show on Fridays. I think that we're going to start it right during the regular season because why are we going to bet on it? Right? It just doesn't make sense. But BetUS, check it out. Link is in the damn description.
And it's pinned at the top of the chat right now. If you click that link, you'll be able to sign up. First deposit, 125% bonus, baby. I'm using that. I got confidence on some Jets future bets. And bet responsibly, guys. Bet responsibly.
Definitely. 1,010%. 1,010%. Number one rule, never bet money you don't have. Always something my dad always said. Absolutely love it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, guys, so I think that it might be getting close to that time, and Richie, let me know if I'm completely off, but I think it's time to start welcoming in some of the Patreon members. But I do want to say about the Patreon members, guys, is that as many of you know, all right, for the longest time, we have said on Patreon that if you want to come on the show and you want to tell us your takes or you have a question for us, it was the $10 tier, okay? Now, what it is that we are changing this to the $20 tier just because we've been noticing a lot of people, especially during the season, come in and want to talk. However, that is not changing until week one, all right? So say, for example, that you want to be grandfathered in to being a guest on the show at the $10 tier, lock that down before week one. Or otherwise, starting week one, it's going to be the $20 tier for you to be able to come on. We just want to ensure that we get everybody in the chat. There's been a couple of episodes, especially last year, where we couldn't get to everybody, and that's how we are going to doctor that situation. What we're going to do is we're going to put the StreamYard link into the Patreon, and then anybody that wants to come in and have a little chat with us please go on ahead and do so. Did you already do that, Richie, or not?
Yo, Dan, real quick, where's that record prediction video for the division that you made? I want to watch it again.
It's on
That
the
was
round table.
hilarious.
It's on the round table.
You want to watch that, Richie? Would you mind putting that on the Patreon for a second while we play this gem?
Here, I can share it.
That genuinely cracked me up, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Share it, baby. Hey, this is real. This is real. And you know what?
It's
You have 3 teams that play each other twice a year going 0-17.
Yes, sir, baby.
Yo,
Play it, baby.
You guys hear it?
Nope. It's muted.
Oh, that's great. Well, you like audio.
Here is my 2023 final standings prediction for the AFC East. So these are the betting lines from the BetUS Sportsbook. They're matching 125% of your initial deposit. Links in the description. Check it out. Starting off with the Miami Dolphins. It sucks losing out on Jalen Ramsey, but maybe Tua might take a step forward. I have you guys going 0-17. Next up, we got the New England Patriots. Finally, a real offensive coordinator. I think Mac Jones has slept on. I love Ramondre Stevenson. The addition of Zeke Elliott. I have you guys going 0-17. Last but not least, the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Different in New Jersey. 0-17. A lot of you could be like, Dan, how's that possible, man? How's that possible, man? Like, we play the Dolphins and the Patriots. How are they both going to lose? Because y'all are that trash, bro. Last but not least, Buffalo Bills winning the division. Clearly, 17-0. Actually, no. 20-0. 20-0 Super Bowl. Subscribe to this channel so you can watch 4 dudes yell at each other on tonight's edition of the AFC's Roundtable starting at 7. See you then. Here is my
preseason.
Dan, we started at 7:30, bro.
Across the board, baby. Breaking history, making history of
No, that was unreal.
both getting an L. It's happening.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
God.
That was well done. That was awesome.
Hey, man, listen, I'm just happy you enjoyed it. Jack, you know what? I did it for you, bro.
I appreciate that.
Dan, we started at 7:30, not 7, by the way.
Yeah, dude, I totally fucked that up. Thank God we had but thankfully we have such a loyal audience that they come anyway.
Built up the hype for it a half hour early.
You did.
Had to, man. And so the waiting room was just going wild right now. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. And then we have our first caller coming in. LaSalle, he's playing Madden. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's up? Oh, wow, that thing is on. I didn't even think it was
Are you
on.
just trying to like flex like your Madden skills?
Let's see you play, bro. Let's see you play.
I
Wait, I want to really do Madden, bro. Put it back up.
I didn't mean to do that.
Show me the
I want to talk.
Come on, you can't come on here and show Madden and not expect us to see
Probably
at least
getting-
a
he's
little
probably
bit. I want to
getting
see some Madden
smoked.
24
Yeah,
games.
yeah, right now I'm getting smoked. I'm figuring out the defense. is-
Against the Patriots, right?
See
Not
it,
the
come on, man.
Patriots, bro. It's against the Giants.
Damn, you guys can't even beat us on Madden, bro. That's crazy.
Hey,
But
Madden 24.
I just wanted to say, I watched a lot of stuff that you guys had the past couple of weeks, especially the Wednesday thing, and I just wanted to say I wish you guys would have brought me on because I was gonna go off on TD. I was gonna go off on him. I was gonna go off on him.
Okay, bro,
The
calm
thing
down.
that he was saying, sorry. The thing that he was saying was a bit much. But I will say right now, I feel good about the Jets team. That team, even with the offensive line, for the offensive line, it's just been a thing for the Jets for the past couple of years. We just need to work with what we have. I don't think we can go on and try to get somebody that then will be lackluster in another position. So, but all I know is that we're at least going to be better than the Dolphins. We're at least going to be better than the Dolphins. They're always going to be last in the division. I just want to say that straight up. Out of every single team on the AFC East, the one that's going to falter is the Dolphins. You guys haven't done nothing this offseason. The only thing that you've done is now hurt. So, in my opinion, the Dolphins are the one that's going to be in the last in the division. I don't think it's going to be the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots.
All right, listen. We need to give TD some time now to rebuttal you because you're calling him out. So I want to hear what TD has to say. So we appreciate that call, man.
Yeah. Peace, guys.
Let's hear it, TD. Let's hear your response to that caller right there. Let's hear it.
Always hating on the top dog. That's all it is. You fear the top dog the most. That's why you talk about us. LaSalle, you ain't gonna go off on nothing but the fact that we're gonna win the division. The Jets' offensive line is trash. That's what's gonna hold y'all back. Your defense is gonna take a step back. They're good, but not as good as people think. Again, the Jets' biggest mistake is thinking that they played somebody last year, thinking that they actually were that good last year. We all played bums last year. We all played a weak schedule. Now we got the real schedule. Now we find out who's real and who's not.
Yeah,
So you're overinflating your value, Jets.
Really true.
You're overinflating what you are, but you're going to find out real quick. And you lucky we don't have you until later in the season. Give you some time just to lose anyway.
Don't make me pull up that video I got of you on floating on Twitter, TD.
Hey, listen, Richie. At the end of the day, I love my team, and y'all trash. That's all that matters.
And so that was not what I was expecting that second part of the sentence to be. But here we are. Troy is coming in. Bills fan.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
What's going on?
Everybody good?
How's the
The
good
Bills
life?
on the East. It's good. It's good. You know, we're going to win the East again. But I got a bold prediction here. I see New England beating the Jets twice.
That's not a bold prediction.
I like that.
Finish
That's
15
a
and
hot
2, right?
take.
How is that?
I'm just saying, no, we're going to beat you too. We might swap a game for a game, but I don't care if we swap a game for a game as long as we win the division.
That's what I'm talking about.
Richie, if they beat y'all twice, y'all officially trash.
You said that last year. You said that last year too, bro.
I can't.
Hey, it's going to be tough division, dude. It doesn't matter what team you're on. Every time we all play each other, it's going to be tough. I don't care if you have 1 and 15, you're going to be tough to play. It's always been that way in the Bills division, and your divisions too. But even in the 90s, we, with Marino and everybody, we didn't win every game, but we won one of the two, and that's all we needed to win the division. And that's all we're going to do. But I do see New England beating the Jets twice.
And so
Wow, I have a
divisions are
question for
built
you,
to
Troy.
beat each other.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you, Troy. So, how does it feel that this is the last time that you can say that the Bills own the East heading into a season?
It's not going to be the last time because we own the East and we're going to own it at the end of this season too, and you're going to cry again,
listen, Troy,
Richie. That's fine. But also, listen to this.
3 years, you own the title, but I just soak it in. It's coming to an end, man. The run was
It's
great.
not coming to an end. It's not coming to an end.
TD,
As long as we got Josh, as long as we got Josh Allen, it ain't coming to an end, Richie. Dream on.
That's for sure.
And you know what? The one thing that I will say is I know a lot about Aaron Rodgers. He grew up a half hour from me, and every Green Bay game is on my TV every week. I've watched a lot about Aaron Rodgers. I know him very well, and now I'm going to get Jets games because he's a local guy, local hero here where I live. So I'm going to watch. He never comes out hot, but I will say he's putting more into the preseason than he ever did in Green Bay.
That is true. That's a good point. He never puts in this much effort in the preseason, and he always starts off slow. So maybe that's why he always starts off slow.
Maybe it'll be different. I don't know, but if the record serves right, I think he'll start off slow.
And hey, Richie, you want to know why that Aaron Rodgers is putting up so much work in the preseason right now?
Because he's on Hard Knocks. That's why.
No, he would have done it without Hard Knocks. Give me a fucking break.
No, why he did it, Richie, was just because he saw Josh Allen and the Bills week 1, baby. He's scared.
He's scared.
Hey, game, man. New York's going to kick me
out. Josh Allen grew up being a fan of Aaron Rodgers. Just so you know, man. But he was a young boy.
Richie, you don't think
Aaron Rodgers?
You don't think Aaron Rodgers is playing it up for the cameras, Richie?
He is.
Why would
he is big time.
Cameras? We saw this before the cameras with the Jets, even when he got here in March and May.
Whoa, Richie or Dan, you're twitching big time.
Who, me?
Yeah, move to the left. Move to the left. There you go. When you go to the right, it starts glitching. The camera.
Allen. That's it, Josh Allen.
We're all on the move.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because you can't hit Josh Allen. He's moving too quick for you. One last thing. One last thing before I go. Hey, TD, Tua sucks. He's trash.
Oh, wow. And look,
You know what, Troy? Let me
You
tell you
just
something.
echo my boy Jack sending in a generous. Jack, why don't you come
Yeah,
over here?
Jack can take his money back. Listen to me. Y'all need to stop playing with my team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what y'all need to realize is it's the thing about Buffalo Bills fans. Yes, y'all have won a division off the backs of the teams around y'all problems. All of that done change. You win the division to do nothing every time. You don't even represent this division right. You win it just to go bomb up the playoffs like you always do with that bum Josh Allen. But this year, totally different. You know, like Bills fans deep down, they know that the Jets and Dolphins coming. And they know that they might lose a game to the Patriots. Y'all know your window is closed. So stop the delusion and get on the even scale with everybody else.
Something you don't know.
You talking about last year, you talking about Tua last year, and you want to move on to the future. That's all y'all got to hold on to is winning a division last year. This is a new
I thought
season.
Tua was the best quarterback in the AFC East last year.
He was.
But
y'all don't care about it because it was last season. Y'all won a division. It was last season. The Jets are going to probably sweep y'all. We're going to sweep y'all, and you probably lose one to the Patriots. And you know it. Y'all Bills fans cocky for no reason. No reason. I don't get it.
I think we got plenty to be cocky about.
Well, TD,
Anyway.
I appreciate the Bills defending their titles. You know, they won 3 straight divisions. You do have a point, though. They haven't done anything in the playoffs to represent the division deeply. But I respect Troy. You know, I respect the Bills Nation, Bills Mafia. And, you know, 3 straight is coming to an end soon. So they got to still be, you know, TD, they got to be able to celebrate when it's coming to an end. Allow them to celebrate.
You know what? That's a good way of putting it, Richie. It's coming to an end. We're going to have our memorial services in January.
Pride comes before the fall. Glenn, thank you so much for the super chat. He's backstage, actually. This is a great entry point. He says that Cook is good unless Godell put him. Hold on. And so unless he put him on the commissions list, they're trying to bribe that woman to lie to. Oh, I want to hear about that. Speaking of which, we got the man, the myth, the legend in here. What's up, man?
What up, hey.
Hey, man.
On that real quick, he went to and it's in the court records and stuff, but he beat this woman, and then he tried to pay her $900,000 or something like that, and she said no, and then he tried to pay her $100,000, but she had to write this letter to NFL saying that he didn't do nothing wrong, and she said no.
This is regarding Dalvin Cook. Is this regarding Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
Well, then that's hilarious coming from you, being that you guys got Tyreek Hill, a pregnant wife, woman beater, a child abuser on your team. So I don't want that's hypocrisy above all.
But that ain't why I called. What I called for is at least you guys talked about the offensive line for the first time. Because I tell you now, we got some bad offensive lines.
They're so bad.
Ranking so 20, 21, 22, and 23. We're all lumped together in the 20s. That's how we're starting out, lumped together in the 20s. That's how bad they are. And Richie, please stop saying that the Jets have a franchise quarterback. The Packers had a franchise quarterback. You have a rent-a-dad. You know what a rent-a-dad is, right?
That would give us a window to actually go far.
That is actually a father. You know, you get that father at 16 years old, and you don't really like him. He's big with your mom, but he's giving you money in the car and everything, so you're happy with him. So, hey, and then at 18, he turns around and kicks you out the house. That's a rent-a-dad.
Oh, no.
Wow. Never heard of that.
Yeah, that or like your mom's like dating this dude for a little while, and like you think he's your dad, but he's just gonna disappoint you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hits it, leaves.
But no. The biggest worry I have is actually the offensive lines all the way across the board, because our defensive lines are going to demolish these offensive lines if they don't get right. If Miami picks up a left guard and a right tackle, I'd be happy, and that'd be better than any other pickup they could do right now. And stuff.
And so right tackles are so hard to come by these days.
Yeah.
It's so hard to come by. It's just like a cancer when it comes into like the entire league. Like I don't need good right tackles in the league.
I mean, does anybody on our team have one good right tackle?
No.
Any team?
I don't. I definitely
know.
You just got to stay healthy.
You're talking about somebody that's been hurt forever. 50
I
years
know
old
he's
and
talented.
stuff.
He's good, but he just got to stay healthy. That's
has
it.
to have
He's
a-
healthy right now.
He has to have a cane to come out there.
So what you're saying, he's the Tua of right tackles.
He's the two of right
Hey,
tackles.
yeah. Hey, don't say that, because you know what? Every one of our quarterbacks got hurt last year. Even Aaron Rodgers. We had to listen to Dan for 8 weeks say, my quarterback's elbow hurt, and he crying for 8 weeks.
But no
Right.
quarterback in no quarterback in the league has been hurt every single season either.
You're right. No quarterback has been. And no
Except
quarterback had a trash offensive line like
Oh, here we go.
Tua.
Here we go.
But Tua did. Tua, I don't care if he took jitsu, and it saves him one concussion. It's worth it. But what he did do was to make his neck and his shoulders bigger.
Yeah, he definitely put on some weight, so I can't
He
acknowledge
put on
that.
some weight. That will
So,
help him
Glenn,
more than
since-
anything.
So, Glenn, since you are the world's oldest living Dolphin fan that actually probably
Yeah.
was on the parade on the horse and buggy, did you also see
Yep.
Moses free the Israelites?
Yes, I did, but I did not see the Jets win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm not that old.
You know, the one thing in sports, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The one thing in sports that I wish I was alive for that I never got to witness was that one Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. I just wish I got to it.
Hey,
It's an AFL championship. Hey, man, listen, like right before the NFL merger, man, we were
Don't
team
even speak of
60s,
that.
baby.
you know what does do me bad, and it tore me up every year. And I'll tell you the truth, I could not vote group one time for the New England Patriots to win.
No.
I just could not. I had
Why
to
would
vote for
you?
the other team. I could not. But they won. They got the respect, even though they won because they played a trash division for 20-something years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did. You got to admit that even. Tell me one quarterback
Oh yeah,
in the
no,
last
the division
20
was trash. No, we all know the division was trash.
It was-
Yeah.
it was-
except
Hey, go ahead,
for
man.
the Pats. We couldn't even get help from the Buffalo Bills to win the game. To split with them. Only team that we split once in a while was Miami.
Damn. Hey, glad, man.
But
We
no,
appreciate
you
you,
guys
brother.
have some time. You guys have got other people. I'll let y'all go. Have a good night and stuff. But thanks for talking about the offensive line, because that's where I'm worried about the biggest.
Yeah.
And that's all of
Yeah,
us.
Glenn.
I feel like
that's
all
the
of us are
biggest
worried about that
worry.
line, baby. I feel like all of us are.
Thanks,
Hey, listen,
Glenn.
he's a great golfer, too, by the way. He's a great golfer, too,
yeah.
by the way.
That's cool.
Andy Johnson, King Allen. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? How's life? What's on your
Missed you the
mind?
last few weeks.
This
Hey,
is
man,
you,
we're back.
buddy.
Man. We're back. We told you.
We're
Here
waiting,
we
just
go.
waiting to jump on. You guys ain't been taking calls.
Here we
Hey, man, we're
go.
back, though. We're back. Listen, man. Like, I mean, I hope that,
One thing I want to say about the Jets, and I'm not dissing the Jets. It's just
You're
when I
allowed to
watched
diss
the
them.
first episode of what's that?
I said you're allowed to diss them if you want. Don't worry.
No. It's not even that. It's just when I was watching Hard Knocks, like everyone, it almost seemed like they were like, I don't know, like the agenda was to try to push that Aaron Rodgers is like
it was scripted.
not the
It
dude
was
we all think it
scripted.
was. Like it's one thing if like one or two people say it, but the fact that like they were just zooming in on everybody saying it all at once, it was just, to me, it just seemed fake.
It was like watching
I'm
a
not
movie on
saying he's
Freebie.
not. I'm just saying it just the way they
whole
made
team is
that, the way they
infatuated by
filmed
the
that, just made
presence
it
of
seem that
him.
way.
I mean, listen. That
It
first
was
of all, it's
terrible
not a diss.
acting. They should have brought that to Broadway since it is, in New Jersey
Bro,
or New York or
I
whatever.
don't think you guys understand.
But it was
that
like
this
watching
team is
a movie on
infatuated.
Freebie.
I mean, listen, the whole team's infatuated by this quarterback. We're talking about an organization that hasn't had a good quarterback literally in my entire lifetime. And the
I
team,
understand.
the
Like I
coaching
said,
staff
I'm not saying
is
it's not
enamored by it,
that way.
so it
I'm
just
just
so
saying
happens
the
to
way
get
they
on the
filmed it
camera.
made it seem that way.
Of course, and they're gonna no, but you're completely right, Andy. The production team and the HBO, what their goal is to do exactly that, is dramatize what's already happening, what's already authentically being portrayed on the football field. They're just making it. They're so talented at making it over the top to the point where it's like in your face a little too much in a way, where it's like, holy crap, like it's everywhere. Because to be honest, even with or without Hard Knocks, the players are going to be blown away. I'm telling you, fans are the same ways as these Jets players. We're just like, they're not used to seeing this. They had a crappy quarterback play, literally not just last year, but for decades beyond. So they're just not used to seeing it. So it's a little
That's true.
honeymoon stage. But the
And-
fact is over the top. You're completely right about that. It is, and that's part of the show.
Come on, Andy. I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
Oh, we don't even have, I already said what I had to say. You can't be the best quarterback in the division if you can't play the whole damn season.
Yeah, y'all want to relegate it to injuries, but your little crybaby Josh Allen, oh my shoulder, oh see.
But he played, right?
I complained about it once.
He played.
Yeah, but y'all cry
He
for
played
him.
though, right? He takes more hits than Tua, and he played through an injury, right?
Why aren't
Yeah,
we
that's a
on
real
that
quarterback.
shoulder? Yeah, that old baby. Y'all need to
We'll see if
stop.
Tua
dating that baby.
can. I want an over under. Can Tua survive 10 straight NFL games?
No.
Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna say no because he hasn't yet.
I want an over under Andy. Over or under 13
under.
seconds. Over or under 13 seconds.
But where were you? Where was your team at that time?
Okay.
Laughing.
Hey, where y'all should have been.
You guys act like you've been running this division for years. Where have you been?
I'm gonna sit y'all
On the
home.
couch.
I'm so sick of you Bill fans. I can't stand y'all. Y'all
On the couch.
ain't gonna do nothing.
Just remember, where have you been
TD
every January for the last, 20 some years? On the couch.
Andy, mark my words. The Jets sweeping you, the Dolphins sweeping you, and you're splitting with the Patriots at best.
So
Okay.
TD
When we're
stays-
13-4 and you're 9-8 again, we'll come back to it.
Yes.
Listen.
Yeah, listen. So TD stays hating outside of the club. He can't even get in, man. It's okay. It's on brand.
Exactly. I got to get back to work, boys. You guys have a great night.
Andy, I appreciate the call as always, my man. We'll see you next week. Thank you, bro. I did want to get to the super chats. Oh, come on, TD. This is
They always talking trash because they win a division to do nothing in the playoffs.
Hey,
Like
man.
when has the Super Bowl not been the only thing that mattered?
We'll find out. If one of this,
Since the Bills put their Lombardi trophy in their training facility.
oh yeah, we got to
You
get
see
into
that?
that.
Y'all
when
saw
Dan
that banner, right? The
Yeah,
Lombardi trophy.
we got to get into that when Dan gets back for sure. We got some super chats to get through. Jets will go 9-8, maybe 10-7. Go look at Rodgers' postseason track record. I can see it. Oh, send it to you if you want to, Richie. Humble yourself, kid. Yeah, man. Who knows what will happen? Obviously, there's a lot of hype, and I have high expectations for this Jets team, as I should. And listen, man, we'll see, man.
And
We'll
so
see
Finzo
what
Boy,
happens.
yo, listen, Finzo Boy would be the most obnoxious person in the history of the world if they got Aaron Rodgers. All right. So really,
Dan,
don't humble up anyone.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you,
Dan,
Dan.
y'all
Are
put
you
a
kidding me?
banner.
Come on,
Y'all put a
man.
banner up with a
If
Super
they got
Bowl.
Tom Brady, remember you guys wasted a first-round pick?
Put that chat back up. What was that? What was that chat?
This one?
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. The last time Aaron Rodgers had a defense this good, he literally won the Super Bowl. Brady always played with stout defenses. The only true anomaly in this league are the Kansas City Chiefs, who have one of the greatest quarterbacks the game has ever seen in Mahomes, who don't need to have a phenomenal defense to be able to go to the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl every year. But other than that, every powerhouse, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Buffalo Bills, every team that is making a play at it every year has a solid defense and good quarterback play. So
The last time
Yeah,
Aaron
people
Rodgers
forget
was
it's not
over-
just the Aaron
Dan put
Rodgers
the photo
effect.
up.
We
Yeah,
can't just
Dan
talk
showed
about the
the photo.
freaking, this isn't just Aaron Rodgers. You're forgetting about the Jets defense that's going to be freaking unreal this year, baby.
What about the O-line?
Dan,
Hey, listen,
Dan
man,
show the
second
photo.
place.
Things out.
Hey man, second place wild card, and then so the Bills will just take care of you in the divisional. But yeah, most
Dan,
definitely.
show the photo. Yep,
Oh
there it is.
my gosh.
It's called
Right,
inspiration.
and you know everybody be quiet. You want to know the irony of this photo? The Lombardi
Why,
is between the uprights.
Why,
The
right?
Lombardi is between
It's
the
called
uprights.
manifestation, baby. That's what you need. You need
I can
manifestation.
see why right now.
It would have been better if it was right.
Manifest.
Right.
It's called
Right
manifestation. It's called manifestation.
How do you do, Dan? How can you defend this, bro? How can you defend this? You don't put a Super Bowl
It's called
banner up when you've never
manifestation, baby. It's
won.
called manifestation. Listen, like
One
It's
team,
like
one
I'm one of
goal.
those-
Oh my gosh.
so I'm one of those people that have like a whiteboard in my office where I have all of my goals that I want to accomplish in a year. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what the Bills are doing. It's called manifestation.
I
It
want to
works.
bang Gal Gadot, but you don't see a poster hanging up in my room.
Hey, I mean,
See,
honestly,
the
maybe
Jets
it's
actually have a
different.
physical. The Jets actually have a physical Lombardi Trophy, and it's lonely. And that's what Roger said when he walked in the facility for the first time. We got one of them, and it's a little lonely guy. We're trying to
Yeah,
add.
y'all gotta start making unrealistic goals, bro.
No, dude, not at all, man. This is it. So, Michael, my boy, says right tackle isn't hard to find if you are the Browns. That is right. They always hit. Damn, I wish I miss Miles Teller. I 1,000% do. Agreed, Glenn. So the Bills got a first rounder that fell to us in the second round, and we'll be starting at right guard to anchor the Bills' offensive line. I'm absolutely hyped with Osiris Torrance. Right tackle still a little frisky. And then we also have my boy right here saying that TD and Richie, stop living in your delusional future. Bills are 3-time back-to-back AFC champs. 2 is trash.
And like just know that the Bills are 3-time back-to-back champions. Like that's what's gonna this era is gonna be known as. Like that's where it ends.
So,
like there's no 4-time. Like that's the thing.
So one thing I'll say
again will allow you to gloat that 3-time.
Yeah. So one thing
awesome.
So one thing I will say. So one thing I will say is that I don't like bragging about past achievements because nothing cringes me out more than like when Dolphins fans brag about a Super Bowl that 90% of them were not even alive to witness. So I can't go about that, but I will say that I think as far as roster top to bottom, as far as like coaching continuity, as far as overall culture, that's why I feel like the Bills are a hell of a lot better than the Jets and the Dolphins this year, just based off of those facts alone. I'm not going to sit there.
Show that last photo. I want to explain this photo. Show this photo, bro. So this was real, and I'm gonna tell you why it was real. Because Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and the triplets from the Buffalo Bills literally shot a mockumentary before Super Bowl. I think it was the Panthers and the Broncos, acting like they actually won those 4 Super Bowls. You can look it up on YouTube. Look up the alternate reality of the Buffalo Bills. They literally did a documentary, a 10-minute documentary, acting like they actually won these Super Bowls. And they actually made these banners and put them up in the facility to shoot it. This is how pathetic the Buffalo Bills are, bro.
No, hell no, bro. Yo, Master, I thought you were my ally for the past 2 years.
I can't, bro. I am your ally. That's not right now.
Your ally.
Then your organization is pathetic.
Oh, dude.
Pathetic.
Listen, you know what, man? I can't wait for you to get that Josh Allen tattoo on your arm, baby. Anyway, we have a new person. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on,
got a new guy. What's up, Ride?
How's the good life? What team
you representing?
The Bills!
You don't got no Super Bowl shirts, do you? You don't got no Super Bowl shirts that they sent to Africa.
Hey, no, listen here. Now you listen here. You bow down to the champs, buddy. We are the AFC champs. You need to bow down. Okay?
Who bows down to division champions?
You can talk all that talk you want to talk, but TD, you always calling Josh Allen trash. You know why you call him trash? Because he always sweeping. And when you sweeping, you taking out trash.
That's what I'm talking about,
baby. When you take out all that trash, you call them garbage. Like your team is garbage.
I love this guy.
Yo Tula is a girl, okay? Yo Tula is a girl. He ain't gonna do nothing. You call him trash. You call Tula trash.
Oh my God.
He is not gonna play for the whole season.
This year,
hey, I like your name, bro. I like your name.
Make it through the season.
Ride? Are you talking about Ride Right?
So
Ride Right?
Yeah.
Ride Right?
I'm gonna
Ride Right?
all up the TD because I didn't join this membership for a long time because he was talking trash about my quarterback.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I love that.
So you got on here to defend him?
I came down here for you. Yeah, I came here to let you know you need to bow down.
Bow down to Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Hey.
You make sure
you know why? I'm gonna tell you
around in the regular season.
Brady was the king for
all
a long time. Brady was the king. Now it's Josh Allen.
It's
Oh,
the
Don't you dare say Josh Allen's the
gosh.
king.
Oh,
Don't
my
you
King
dare
of
say
the
it.
AFCs, baby. Hey, listen, TD, I think that I just ended up getting a great idea for our bet. If the Bills sweep you, which we will, then I'm gonna get you a big
He
Josh
is the
Allen
king of
poster,
the East.
and you're gonna bow down to it and record a 30-second
He is
video.
the king of the East.
Whatever I say.
Bro, that's an easy bet. It ain't even happening.
Until somebody knock us off the throne, shut up and be quiet.
We'll knock them
Action
off this
speaks
year.
louder than words.
There's a
We'll
there's a
knock them off
throne
this
for the
knock
winning
us
the
down.
division.
You need to be quiet.
We'll
So
knock
We
them off.
are
there's
the
a
East
throne
champions.
for winning the
We
division.
were last year the East champions. Oh yeah, the year before that the East champions, and this year again we will be the East champions.
You see,
Is that your end
Ryan,
goal?
What
I
East
have so much
champions
respect
do
for you.
is give you a spot in the playoff.
Oh,
Ryan, I got so much respect
He said the
for you.
least.
I'm so happy that you're a
Automatically,
two-time
y'all
caller, man.
trying to make the playoffs, trying to make a wild card, but we already in when we win the East.
That's what I'm talking about,
and
baby.
then what? And then what?
Rod, Super Bowl is here, baby. Super Bowl all the way. I love that. Rod, thank you so much for coming in. You're the damn
Ryan, thank you so
What
much for
he
that call, bro. That was
TD,
a lot of energy.
I listen,
energy,
TD.
man.
I gotta apologize to
That was
TD,
awesome.
bro. I really didn't understand why he hates the Bills so much, bro. But that dude is a perfect personification of why they're so delusional. That's ridiculous.
Hell
bro.
no, bro. That guy's
That
a
was
perfect
ridiculous.
personification of how right he is, baby. This is what
I mean,
we're expecting all
delusion.
year. It's the
Dan,
energy I
let's-
want. Rod, you're the
Dan,
man. I love you, bro.
Let's see if he's still around in October.
No, he will. Please.
We
Come
all
on.
losing.
Come on, man. 14 and
We
3.
all losing.
This is
Let's see
proving
if
my
he still
point.
comes
Like,
around.
just so you know, that was another Buffalo Bills fan gloating
I
about their
love it,
three-time
baby.
division
Listen, us
champions,
Bills
which they
fans,
have a
we know
right
it.
to do, by the way. They have an absolute right to do that. They won 3 straight division titles. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hold on, Richie. See, this
Richie,
is what's funny
shame
to
on
me.
you for saying
Here's
that.
what's funny
Shame
to
on
me
you,
about
bro.
this channel. So last year, Buffalo
Just-
Bills fans was all in here. They taking the lead in the division. Then the Dolphins start catching up 1 week at a time. By week 9, 10, the Dolphins took lead. Just 1 week. Y'all took it back, but just 1 week. And for the first time, we polled the Buffalo Bills fans, and they were nowhere to be found. Y'all always
Mhm.
show up when things going well, but when you falter, you get missing. I want to see how many of y'all here in October.
Now, the reality is it's true. The Bills got to prove themselves in the postseason. But my point is, when we started the AFC East Roundtable, unfortunately, it pains me. The Bills are the owners and the winners of the AFC East Roundtable. Since we started, they've been the only team to win it. So when it comes to the competition within us four, hey, I don't want to be saying this, but it's just the
the Dan
reality.
Mitchell
So
curse.
they
Dan
can
Mitchell
gloat because
curse.
it is the last time they can gloat on this. Let them go on a high horse, man. Let them go out. Just let them go.
It's the Dan Mitchell curse, man.
All
That's
right.
what's
Well, we
going
got
on.
a
Anyway.
next caller, another first-time caller, but this time it's a
King
Jets
Lowski.
fan, baby.
What up, man?
Let's go.
What's good, AFC East Roundtable? How y'all fellas doing tonight?
Oh, man.
Good,
Living the
good.
dream, man.
We're
It's nice
good.
to meet you.
Excellent.
Thank you so much
How
for
you doing?
joining, bro.
That's good to hear. Now let me get to business because the king
Yeah,
has
baby.
entered the building. I done
God.
entered this Patreon just for this, baby. First of all, let me start with the man Dan Mitchell. Week 1, baby, you better be prepared because your overrated butt is getting beat for sure. Quinn Williams gonna be all in Josh Allen lap. You can best believe that, my guy.
Oh, no.
Hey, make sure you be prepared week 1. We coming for you. Hey, TD, you know the best part of your rant was? Name a flaw the Jets have. Dolphin fans, really take off your Dolphin cap. Name a flaw the Jets have. Oh,
Y'all
it was so
exposed it.
beautiful
Beating the
hearing you say
Patriots.
them
That's a
words.
flaw.
It was so
Beating the
beautiful
Patriots.
hearing you say them damn words. I'm going to get to you later. I'm going to say the best for last, Master at work. You just hold back, my boy. First of all, TD, yeah, baby, we coming for you. And, hey, Mike White going to be your quarterback by week 5. You can
That's
best
what y'all
believe it,
hope.
my man. Yeah.
That's what you
Hey,
hope.
hey, you can believe that, my boy. And I'll be in the building week 15 when we just fighting for seed and getting y'all up out the way, my boy. Best believe that. Huh? Next. My boy, it ain't nothing with you because welcome to the doormat of the league, my boy, for the next 50 to 100 years. Best believe that.
I'll
We
be dead
coming
by
for
then, but
blood.
okay.
Week 3 too. Jets Media Day. We coming for blood.
Yeah.
Why you take him
For
off?
sure, for sure.
I love
Good,
this
we got
guy.
him. We're coming
Hey,
for
You know you
blood on
can't say
Jets
nothing
Media
to me,
Day.
bro.
Yo, King, you coming to week 1 or nah? And for the
Nah,
AFC
I
round,
ain't gonna be in. I live in Atlanta, so I ain't gonna be in week 1.
you
But
got
I'm gonna be making some arrangements wherever y'all boys at. I'm gonna be making some arrangements probably week 3 for Jets Media Day for sure.
hell yeah.
Let's go. See you then,
Sick,
baby.
hell yeah.
What a call, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you brought the energy. I love that.
I'm gonna bring it all year, Richie.
Please
Lose
come
or draw,
in this,
baby.
bro. We need it.
I
He won't
made
be.
the Patreon just to talk to y'all fellas. I love the show. I love everything y'all doing, but I'm here to talk business. Jets, Jets, all the way. I don't
I
see
love the
nobody
passion.
beating us. The defense, ain't nobody scoring more than 13 points on us. Y'all seen that pass rush. You
That's
already
getting
know what
clipped.
it's about, my boy, for sure.
Oh
That's
my
getting clipped.
gosh.
I love
Bro,
this.
that was a legendary call.
That's
That
getting
was a
clipped.
Hall of Fame Patreon member call.
Yeah, that one got to get clipped, Tyson, by week 5 when they always
Yo,
One
he'll
was
be
a
gone. He'll be
Hall of Fame
ghost.
call,
week
man.
5.
I love that guy. I love that
I'm
guy.
gonna
Like,
put that.
dude
I'm
roasted,
gonna put that in my
dude
intro.
roasted my ass.
There's some bold people coming in, and they just
It's
so
right before the
sure.
season start. Right before the season start. You already know how that turns out
I'm
usually.
not gonna
Oh,
see none of
baby.
these people week
Let's
10.
go.
So I've
Take
never
the
gotten
receipts out.
and so I've
Receipts
never
ready
been
for us.
so
You ready?
so I've never been so insulted but also excited at the same time. Like that guy brought me a lot of energy, and I love it.
That
I
was
love
real right there. He embodied a true Jets fan right now. That's how we're feeling on the inside, and he just expressed
Yo,
it all
Richie,
on the outside.
so
That's basically it.
So is that what I should expect week 1 when I'm around all these Jets fans?
No doubt. I mean, that is a rabid Jets fan. We are ready to go. And by the way, like this Jets fan base has been miserable our entire lives. And you think, which is not going to happen, by the way, that we're on top of the world. If we get knocked down, you don't think we can handle that shit? Like they were a perfect example of this type of feeling of getting knocked up and two down. We have character because of the misery we've been pulled through. And that is what that man just embodied right there. He sees the defense. And I don't think we're talking about the Jets defense enough because all the talk is Rodgers, right? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. How about we talk about this Jets defense? Because it's freaking coming, baby. I'll just leave it at that.
O-line gonna derail y'all.
Offensive line issues is blown out a little bit out of proportion, but I'll save that for another day.
We got Casket coming in.
And they reading us our rights tonight.
What's up, Casket?
That was a great call.
How you
That
gonna
was a
stop
Hall
it,
of
Jimmy?
Fame call. In fact, like I'm
Y'all
not
gotta
sure
understand, bro.
following up.
You think you're gonna be on the throne, like all nice and comfy, bro? We're coming for you, bro.
Who, me?
This entire fan base, bro. We're coming,
Me?
bro.
Me?
They don't know, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy, did you
won
watch
the
Hard Knocks
AFC
last night?
the past 5 years. We're coming for that throne.
Okay.
Jimmy, did you watch Hard Knocks last night?
No, I was actually.
Jimmy?
I'm watching it. I watched like the first 30 minutes. I gotta watch.
See,
I'll
he
watch
can't
it
even
after
get. He couldn't even
I'll
get
watch
through
after
it.
the stream.
I was wondering if you got to the
I'm tired
point.
of the Aaron Rodgers pissing.
If you got to the point, the reason why I ask is I'm wondering if you got to the point when Quinnen Williams was literally obliterating in practice against the Panthers, and he had 11 sacks, and he told Saleh he's going to get 5 sacks against the Bills. That's what's going to happen.
Bro,
then.
facts, bro. Facts, bro.
Okay. So
Quinnen's got another one.
this came in. This might be pretty good because I hate heights. I told myself I would never skydive in my entire life. This would be good because, like, I'm a Dolphins fan, but whoever loses has to go skydiving with the opposing team's QB jerseys on. I hate
Dan,
heights.
if you skydive with the Tua jersey, that ain't gonna end well, bro. That's a curse. That's a cursed jersey.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I might
we
die,
might have to
bro.
replace. We might have to replace you, bro.
You ain't finna get TD on no plane talking about jumping out anyway.
Dude, my girl's been begging me to go skydiving, bro. And like, I won't even do that, bro. Like,
Man, please.
there's no way.
Yeah.
Listen,
There's
hey,
no
great,
way. Like,
hey, great
reality
idea.
happens,
Great idea.
Oh no, I couldn't, dude. No way, man. Listen, like, dude.
Great idea. I ain't taking nothing from you. Good job, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get- I
I
ain't
draw,
gonna-
draw the
Let's
line.
let
at-
Jimmy get the floor here. He's in here calling. What's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy, go.
Yeah, bro. Y'all gotta worry about both sides of the ball, bro. It's not just the offense; it's also the defense, bro. Like, yeah, sure, you can stop Rodgers a couple of times, but we can stop you too. Like, even now, if our offense not perfect, our defense is damn near a wall. Like,
Can't we
and
just
all of y'all
fast
in the
forward
comments,
through
I
it?
see
Your
y'all in the
offense or your
chat
defense?
trolling. You were trolling the last guy, King Lowski, bro, saying he's gonna be gone week 5. Nah, we'll be even more hyped up by week 5.
3 weeks.
Because we might be leading the AFC East at that point.
And
Let's
there'll be
go.
more of us in these call-ins, by the way.
That's a hard schedule at the beginning, man. Y'all
Hey
gone
man,
at the beginning.
Dan, did you change the Patreon? Because there's a lot of people signing up right now, and I know they coming to attack.
No, I didn't. I just said that.
I
that's
can get
$10
Patreon notifications.
It's the $10 tier.
Boy, these Jets fans are on a delusional high. I can't believe this, Richie.
Bro, shut the hell up, PD. You say the Dolphins gonna win the Super Bowl every year.
Bro,
Nothing's happening.
why
They
can't
don't
you
win a
let us be
playoff
high?
game, bro.
Hold on.
Let's
First
do
of all,
something.
let's get something straight. I'll take that from a Buffalo Bills fan, but you act like you ended last year with a better record than us.
Well, at least I'm not saying we're
Yes,
gonna win the
sit in the
Super Bowl
basement where you belong.
every year.
Aaron Rodgers ain't
At least
changing
when we're
nothing.
good, I'm saying we'll do good.
You act like y'all ended up in the playoffs or something. You talking to a
You
playoff
act
team
like
right
you
here.
won a playoff game in
You
the last 20
talking
years.
to a playoff team. You stay in your place.
You
down
stay
in
in
the
your
basement
place.
until
Get
you
outta
pray.
here.
Hey, my place is
You
in the
ain't shit.
playoffs. At least we can say that.
At least we can say we won a playoff game in the last 20 years. Fuck
A
out of here.
playoff game, man.
Super
come on,
Bowl
man.
every year. What,
Yo,
let me
listen,
guess, they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
Baby. He's
Talk to
here.
me.
Jimmy.
Where is it?
Jimmy,
Give me a
out of all
playoff game at
teams,
least.
the Jets will not do better than the Dolphins this year. Okay,
Zach Wilson did better than
y'all
you.
may do
He
better
blew
than
you out.
Buffalo. What
Do it
happened?
again with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my god!
Fuck out of here.
God, they love them
Come
some
on,
Aaron
Gasket, what's
Rodgers,
up,
bro.
man?
No, bro, this dude saying he's gonna win the Super Bowl every year. It's pissing me off. You don't won a playoff game.
Why
Yeah,
you gotta
because
let that
y'all
piss you off,
can't.
bro? I just laugh.
Because y'all
Bro, I
can't.
just laugh, bro. Just laugh at it because it's
Because
funny.
y'all can't. At least
That
we
is
can't
funny.
go see y'all.
We're gonna blow their
Hey,
asses
he's
out
got a
on Black
point though.
Friday.
He's got a
It's been
point
great.
though, DD. You claim a
It's been great.
Super Bowl every year. The one year we're happy and excited. Why can't we be excited and have high expectations for our team? What's wrong with that?
Dan claim the Super Bowl every year too. Hey, look at them.
And they kick
So,
lost.
excuse me.
Stop lying to these people.
Can't even get
Hold
a
I
playoff
guess
game.
I'll say it too. I'm
Hold on,
claiming
let's
the
get
Super Bowl
something
too.
straight.
Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Let's get something
There you
straight.
go, Tyson.
Do we all hold on? Do we all not claim that we gonna win the AFC East every year?
Not me.
I did not say that the
Super
last
Bowl.
3 years.
I don't.
This year is the first year I'm saying it.
Last
All
year,
I
My
know is
finished
expectations.
third.
Realistic.
Dolphins
I'm realistic,
winning it.
TD. I knew that the Jets were not going to win the damn division the past 3 years. I knew it.
Then if-
This year,
then if you want to
possibility.
be realistic, Richie, know that y'all won't end the season better than the Dolphins. However that ends, it won't be better than us.
Well,
That's
I
absolute
will
cap,
say
bro.
that it will be.
We're finishing second or first.
So
Come
clip
on
that.
Mhm.
Clip that, Jimmy Caskets. It won't be better than us. So let's see who ends up being right this
Yeah,
time.
clip that.
Let's
When
see
Mike
who
White's
ends
your
up
starting
being right.
QB by week 5.
Who's the
And
Jets
even
backup
if Mike White
quarterback?
is the QB, he'll get you this time.
It's a
Hold
Jimmy
on,
was
hold
sipping
on.
on that damn haterade tonight, man. You were sipping on that haterade tonight. I like
Hold
it.
on. Who did we beat in the last game of the season?
Joe Flacco.
And who was our quarterback?
Skyler.
Oh,
Skyler,
so
you beat
so
Joe
miss me
Flacco.
with that, Jets fans. It was an equal slate. It was an
a trash
equal
game,
slate.
too.
We had a third string, and y'all had y'all third string, and you still lost.
Oh man,
Yeah, we still
dude,
even.
what
We blew you out.
what a damn show! Energy. First off, shout out to like our most recent new Patreon contributors, bro. DF Forever came in. Then we had King Losky. Then we had Samuel Harris and my boy Mike, the Browns fan. I'm excited to have that man in here.
It came in hot today.
Sure, man. We had a couple of other. Let's see. We had my boy coming in saying that with even the Burger King as rings, Buffalo has 0. Bro, it's so cringy that you brag on a Super Bowl that you are not alive to witness. It's so cringy. It's so cringy. Stop doing that. AC SoFly, we already talked about the skydiving thing not happening for myself or TD. And then King Losky is saying,
out of my culture.
TD, stop lying to these. I love that. Listen,
King
giant
Losky,
shout out to
let's go.
Yeah. Giant shout out to all of you, some new members. We have a lot of really good things, guys. By the way, we are gonna start wrapping up the show, but just as a reminder, if you ever want to come on this show and have a good conversation with us, you can be grandfathered in at the $10 tier up until week 1. Once it's week 1, then it's just going to be for the $20 tier from then on out. So if you're interested, definitely go ahead and knock it out. It definitely goes that extra mile in supporting the channel. The best way to support the channel is quite simply by hitting that like button. Best way to do it, hands down. And then also tell a friend, please tell a friend. Next time you're out having a couple of beers and you're like, you know what I really enjoy doing on Wednesday nights is watching these 4 dudes yell at each other for about 2 hours. That's also a great way that you can support the boys and the show. But guys, let's start wrapping it up. Richie, what's going on with the channel for the rest of the week, man? What's going on?
Yeah, Jack and I are going to be at practice again tomorrow, and then Saturday is the Jets Buccaneers preseason game. I'll be live for the entire game. If you guys want to come tune in, say what's good, watch me react to maybe another Jets domination on preseason. Who knows? But yeah, man, just been traveling a lot. Practice. I've been to every single open Jets practice that's been open to the public for the fans. I made that goal and it's achieving. And I even went to South Carolina for it. And one of the damn practices got rained out. So I flew all the way there for one practice, not 2, but that's okay. But yeah, man, got a lot of content coming. And I also want to give a shout out, and I might just plug this real quick. I also have another YouTube channel that you guys might not be aware of, but I've mentioned this on the channel many times. It's called Touchdown Kingdom. And I know there's a lot of non-AFC East fans in here because this channel covers the entire NFL, and I'm really growing it. And we have a series right now going on that channel that I'm really proud of, and it's called Division Showdowns. And we basically break down each division. The first episode was the AFC East. That was a couple of weeks ago, but we just came out with an AFC North video. We have the AFC West coming out there. So we kind of go in and preview each division and recap what happened last year, all the offseason additions, and give our predictions of the record predictions of each division. So go check that out. It's called Touchdown Kingdom. Really do appreciate that. So that's really what I've been cooking up, some Jets media and Touchdown Kingdom content. And, of course, the AFC East content, which is happening Friday, 1 p.m., a brand new show. See you there.
Love that. What about you, TD? What you got going on the channel the rest of the week, man?
I'm in Houston right now, travel for training camp. Like Richie, I've been to everyone except one because I overslept. But just trying to pump out this content, let Dolphin fans know what's going on with the team. But I want to give a special shout out to all the non-Dolphin fans that subscribe to the channel. It's been showing love, coming through, just enjoying the content. A lot of people, Jets fans, Buffalo fans, Patriots fans, saying they're not Dolphin fans, but they enjoy the content. Salute to you all. I think everybody know, except the new people. I want to let y'all know, us 4 guys, it's never personal. We all good with each other, and we always have been. And it's nothing personal to anybody in the chat. We come here to talk our trash, but also try to give you good analysis at the same time. And hopefully many times y'all can decipher between the two. Outside of that, man, this channel is growing like crazy. It's doing bigger and better things. And Dan always says this, but I want to be the one that says it tonight. Go support all these guys. When you support all of our channels, it helps us do bigger and better things. And it's also helping the Roundtable do bigger and better things as well. So make sure you go around. It doesn't matter what team you represent. Just supporting all the channels is helping uplift us guys to new heights that's really helping us take off and have opportunities that we could have never dreamed of. And we've been blessed lately, and I'll just say that. But outside of that, man, y'all already know how I always ended with the fact or the truth. Josh Allen trash.
Oh, my God. Hey, man, that was
Aaron Rodgers is too now since these Jets fans want to talk.
And so that was so wholesome, and then with a nice little of the delusional cherry on top. I love
the last part was the fact. The rest of it was just
everything else you didn't mean. Tyson, what's going on with you, bro? What's going on with the rest of the week?
Yeah, so like I said, man, I haven't really done anything on my channel, but Malik Madness, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Saturday is like my Super Bowl. I can't wait to see this kid play again, man. I'm just in my element right now.
So you're streaming
yeah,
it?
Well, no, I'm not gonna stream it because I don't want if he disappoints me, he ain't gonna want to see my reaction to that.
Gotcha.
But no, honestly, I'm going to start. What'd you say?
Has he really been that good? Because I haven't seen him yet.
He's
Highlights are
you need
sick.
to watch.
Good.
He's only had one drive, but the drive was one of the greatest drives I've ever seen by NFL.
One
quarterback.
drive he's had. That's good.
And so his head almost got taken off in one of those.
And he got back up and just
Oh, I love it.
yeah. But no, I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna start dropping content on my channel right before the season, probably right before week 1. I really need to see Malik Madness one more time before I really make my decision on what my outtake for the season is. But other than that, man, got some Madden 24 content coming on my channel soon. I got Starfield content for Xbox. The Madden League, if you still want to join, the franchise starts September 16th for the AFC's Roundtable for Xbox only, because I'm waiting for them to confirm if the franchise is going to be crossplay as well. So if you want to join, just join the Discord. All the details are there. But other than that, man, I just want to say I'm really appreciative, and I look forward to meeting all you guys September 11th at the television. Man.
Oh,
absolutely.
One ticket left, by the way.
Yeah, one ticket left, guys. Say, for example, that you want that, then knock it out. And so on my end, guys, listen, since I ended up going full-time on YouTube, I feel like that I've just been filming myself from the time I wake up until I go to sleep. I've been streaming quite a bit. I plan on streaming my live game reaction on Saturday for Bills and Steelers. Quite a few things that I'm looking for. Shameless plug, I'm about to cross 30,000 followers on TikTok, surprisingly.
Let's go.
And so I
don't think you know this, Dan. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's kind of realizing me. Dan isn't just a YouTuber. He's an NFL TikToker.
And that
I'm not
cringes me out, bro.
world. I'm not a TikTok guy. I'm just not. I don't go on it. I don't scroll on it. All I do is just put the same content that I make for all my other stuff on there. But Dan has mastered TikTok, and we saw that short that we put on YouTube. That's his style. He's viral on there. It's really cool, man. We got a TikToker on the round table.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that term's always cringed me out, and for years,
but you are one.
for years, yeah, dude. Now, I need to stop introducing myself as a YouTuber, man. I feel like that.
He's a Charlie D'Amelio of the
fucking A, bro. No, don't say that. But and so over there, man,
D'Amelio of the NFL.
So somebody accused me of being a Vegas plant. And so because I was saying that the Browns were going to win the AFC North, and they're like, this guy's totally a fucking Vegas plant, bro. He's trying to go on ahead and just win Vegas shit ton of money or something. But no, hilarious. I'm a Vegas plant apparently. But no, super exciting over there. I just focus on the NFL, so it's not just Bill stuff. So say for example that you want to check that out, definitely do it. Real Dan Mitchell. And then guys, I mean, great show. I love it. Monday night. Definitely be ready because we are doing the SmackDown once again. And hey, I do think this is interesting. We'll probably put out a tweet having you guys decide what the questions are for the Monday night SmackDown, because we just sort of came out with these right before for the first episode. So be on the lookout from a tweet on the AFC's Roundtable Twitter, or X now, excuse me. And then we're going to pick the 3 best questions. And so the 3 best questions, and then those are going to be determined on what goes with that. But
speaking of that, bro, we got to get more people. We're closing in on 1,000 followers on our Twitter or our X. Sorry, shit, I even said it too. Dan, my apologies.
On our X,
so
bro.
if you guys want to follow us on Twitter, I just pinned it in the chat. We're 21 away. Can we please get to that goal right now? Everybody follow us on Twitter. We're going to be a little bit more active on that account. X. Go follow us on X, baby.
And go follow me on Twitter. It's a joy.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter too.
Yeah, follow all the boys on X. We're all active.
I heard a lot of people on Twitter.
X.
I heard a lot of people on X.
Damn, X is where you get the real side of all.
I'm never going to get used to X, bro. I'm never going to get used to getting rid of the name of Twitter. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
No, me too. It's always going to be Twitter.
And so
still
honestly,
says Twitter.com too.
And so I'd love for someone to run my Twitter, to be honest with you. So that would be ideal.
Yeah, it's very possible, Dan.
And so I wouldn't trust any of you to run my Twitter, but I need to find someone to run my Twitter.
You gotta find any Bills fans. It's in the chat. If you're really into social media and you've always dreamed of run a Buffalo Bills account, well, hey, hit up Dan Mitchell, and he'll allow you to run his Twitter account.
Yes, sir.
Reporting about the Buffalo Bills. A nice intern.
Great. Oh yeah, dude, definitely.
You'll probably get like a Dolphins fan pretending to be a Bills fan around.
I
that
know,
shit.
dude. I know. Listen, strict background checks. Strict background checks, man. All right, guys. Listen,
But that is true, though. One last thing, then, before we end. If anybody is looking to get into the world of sports media or YouTube or content creation or graphic designing or running social media accounts, we are looking for some interns. And I actually have 2 interns that helps me out. I told you guys about Touchdown Kingdom. That is where, I have a team right now, a content creation team that I'm really excited that they're helping out, and I'm giving them all the tips and all the tricks that they need to help out. And, you can put on your resume, you can get it, you can do whatever you like. You get all the experience of just creating content and stuff. So if you guys are interested, our email is down below in the description of this live stream, AFC East Roundtable at gmail.com. We'd love to hear you guys, and just hit us up, man. We would love to talk to you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And this goes out to anybody that's in college as well. Like, say, for example, that you are serious, and we are more than happy to contact and so your admissions office or whoever runs the internship program at your school. And then we're more than happy to see if we can put some things in place where this can actually count toward credit toward your degree. So by all means, please email us, say that you're college aged and you want to get some experience in the whole social media or like media in general. It'd be so dope.
Absolutely.
I know it's a lot of people that mention these things. So this is your opportunity. I'm also looking for help just like that on my channel as
Somebody
well.
in the chat already asked,
I will take a fucking intern.
you, TD, if they
I'll
want
take
to
2
be your
interns,
intern.
bro. I'll take 2
PJ
interns.
Mac in the comments.
Well,
said
I'm going to
that,
announce it on my channel in the coming weeks. I'm still putting the outline for them because I don't want to just say that without having exactly what they can do for the channel. But it's coming real
PJ
soon.
Mac.
But yeah, PJ Mac, I definitely do 2 actually. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to announce it on the channel in the upcoming stream soon. So we'll talk about it,
man. Yeah,
cool.
I just added my 3rd intern, and I'm still looking for more guys. So hit us all up. Hit us up on the roundtable. Hit us up individually.
Get involved.
Love to get you guys on the team, man. This is exciting stuff. And of course, the best way to keep in contact with us is the Discord, which is down below in the description.
All right. Well, hey, y'all, listen, thank you again so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the AFC's Roundtable, and we will see you Monday.
Wait, one last super chat we got to get to. My man, Sean. The Bills
Sean,
winning the
my boy,
Super
the
Bowl.
Bills
You
winning the Super Bowl.
crazy. Jets on top. That's my man, Sean, right there.
Look
That's
at that guy, bro. He looks like insane.
He looks great. He looks like a beast. Looks like a great Jets fan. It's about
Either team win the Super Bowl, I'm crying.
Is that a mugshot?
I couldn't take it.
Shout out
Anyway.
Sean, baby. Love you, man. Appreciate that. Jets on top always.
Josh
Let's go,
Allen and
Bill.
Rodgers trash.
So bad. We're